really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Hey, motherfucker. What do you like to do?
Oh, I don't know. Play chess. Screw.
Well, let's play chess.
They give off to Jonathan Taylor. Jump cutting his way. Close to the goal line. He's in there. Touchdown. I-N-D-Y. Jonathan Taylor.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Here's Halliburton into the front court. Mishandled it, but gets a shot. Hits it. Hits it.
John, I have never been better to be on the air with you here in Indianapolis, a place where so many of my dreams have come true.
The Ride with JMV on 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
You know, I love going out. I think we know that. I tell you all the time, I love going out. I would rather do live shows out than I would do shows in studio, even with our move to the new studios coming up here next week. But I will say I love getting out and about as we are right now. And I think once before we have been in Columbus, Indiana, and that was years earlier. We were kind of recollecting that a little bit earlier. I think it was going back at the end of what was a very uncharacteristically warm December back during the Colts season. But it hasn't been for a while. But today we changed all of that. We are downtown at the Garage in downtown Columbus. And this is a fantastic place. I talked to Robin. I got here a little bit earlier today because the one thing, I'm about, 35 or so minutes from where I live. This is an easy commute, an easy drive for me. But I came down a little bit early, and for whatever reason, I always get twisted around here in Columbus. I end up thinking I'm going east and I'm going west, or for whatever reason, Columbus does that to me a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't do that to you. But it is a great place. I often come down here anyway. So for the first time in the Garage, that's where we are. Our Week 14 picks with Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shot starts later on today. And we're in the midst of a lot of things happening. And certainly, as Jake and I were conversing about on the crossover brought to you by Love Heating and Air, it is still surreal thinking about IU football. And believe me, I live and I come from the land of butthurt. You know that. I'm butthurt about a lot of things, and I'm honest about it. And I'll tell you if I'm chafing a little bit in that particular area. But I do. I live at times in the land of butthurt. And I understand why if you're a Purdue fan or a Notre Dame fan or a fan of anything else that is not IU, how you also come from the land of butthurt right now. But you have to understand that this has never been seen before. And I think that Kurt Cignetti has this thing on track for it to sustain longer than 2 years. But let's face it, we've seen a lot of things change in the landscape of athletics, so there's no promise that it's going to happen next year or the year after next or damn straight ever again. So what do I tell you? Much like when I told the Colts, do it for Sauce Gardner. Go get him. Trade those 2 number ones and A.D. Mitchell, and then a month later he gets injured. But that's what I said. Go do it and go do it right now because you got more now than ever to live in the moment. And, give IU fans their due to be able to live in a moment to where we'll talk about IU basketball living down to some expectations last night on the road in that first Big Ten game for Darren DeVries and company, losing at Minnesota 73-64. So that's weird, although I guess in the past 8 years, not as weird as one may have reason to believe. But then you go from the fact that that place downtown on Saturday is going to be off its proverbial rocker. It is going to be incredible. So we will talk a lot about IU and that matchup with Ohio State because this, again, is uncharted territory. I can tell you IU fans are excited about anything. Back in the day, you get excited, you go to some kind of backup bowl game or you're bowl eligible and you get excited about it. I mean, this is absolutely crazy talk to think about, and we talk about that. So I do get where you are and your issues, again, if you do hail from the land of butthurts, because I do too, but you just have to get used to it until IU and that football program proves where they are right now otherwise. Now, I will also say it'll give everybody the opportunity to probably at some point get a little bit of payback. But At this time, it is a lot about IU football. We'll do that with Chad Brown. The former Steelers linebacker is a part of the Compass Radio Network, and he's on the call coming up on Saturday. Chad's going to join us. I think he also does Seahawks games, so maybe a little bit of preview further down the road with the Colts and the Seahawks coming up next weekend. But this weekend, the Colts on the road in Jacksonville. We'll talk about that with Mike Chappell coming up at the 5 o'clock hour. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we are going to have the opportunity to talk to a lot of folks in and around Columbus that we see, but we don't see as often in live shows as we would love to. And today in Columbus, we will do that. And our Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots coming up in the 4 o'clock hour for week number 14. So with all of that, and yeah, I did sidestep the Pacers. I go to see Jokic last night, and a 52-point performance from Jamal Murray broke out. And I will say this, that is not as compelling as Jokic doing his triple-double thing, because Jamal Murray didn't miss anything. He was like 10 of 11 from 3. And while that is incredible, there were times when I thought it'd be really great if maybe somebody put a hand up or got in the general vicinity of him defensively. But we know where the Pacers are. I was there. Awesome time watching Jokic, not so much regarding the Pacers, and I sure as hell didn't go to watch Jamal Murray score 52. Alas, that's what happened last night in that Pacer loss. We get a lot on the table for you today as well. I mentioned a little bit earlier that number 22 Indiana lost on the road at Minnesota. Honestly, both IU and Louisville lost last night, and they collide. And our friend Don Fisher, who's going to join us, the voice of the Hoosiers tomorrow, is going to be doing the double dip. He's going to do IU Louisville at Gamebridge on Saturday afternoon, and then the Big Ten title game on the IU Radio Network with Buck Sewell coming up later on that evening. Don joins us tomorrow. Meantime, Brent Halverson of Heaven Hill Distillery is here. I know our friend Christian Webb of the Brown County Music Center is here. He's going to join us as well. It's nice because this is pretty close to your home ground right here, isn't it?
It is, man. Just about 20 miles south of here, good old Seymour, Indiana. So I've spent a little time here in wonderful Columbus. And good to see some Columbus friends.
Look at that here, right there. I see the Columbus friends coming out to see Brent
Charity
Halverson.
and Matt are here, which is great. So
Matt Hoop for Greg Lansing at Indiana State. Shout out to Spencer Thompson, by the way, who made this Yeti Cup for me with JMV with the Indiana State Sycamores. Always a Sycamore, even if things aren't so bright right now. Hopefully at some point we can turn it around again. But yeah, good to see your friends.
Yeah,
rolling
absolutely.
in here today.
You know what's cool, though? I mean, and we pulled in, and I guess there's some kind of like not-so-silent night party going on the street tonight. So
oh, really now?
Looks like it's going to be
what time do we start here?
It looks like it's getting ready to start. I like it. I'm going to say probably 5 o'clock, I would guess.
It's a very unique downtown area, is it not?
It is.
Columbus is nice.
I used to come up there. It used to be a mall right over here. And
the Commons?
The Commons, yeah. I'd come up here as a kid, and they had this big playground that we'd go play on.
Did they have a Chess King in there where you bought your parachute pants back then?
You know, I think so. I did have some parachute pants back in the day. So
I used to go to the Fair Oaks Mall all the time. I was all about, but that's when I was fat and couldn't wear clothes. I'd go into Carson's and go, man, I wish I could squeeze into these jeans, and I couldn't do it. But Carson's was a place in the Fair Oaks Mall, and then I think there's still a sporting goods store over there. But I am very familiar with Columbus, Indiana.
It's a great spot. And you know what's cool? I mean, it is great to be here. The Garage Pub and Grill is awesome. I mean, I've been here several times. I hope we're going to have Robin come up and talk about what's going on here, too, a little bit. But just the like you're saying, close-knit, everything's great. I mean, it's awesome to be here. It's awesome for us to be able to come down. We were fortunate. We were in Bloomington a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
We're down in Columbus now.
I dig it.
Getting out a little bit.
I like going out. And I know, I think was it Nicole that mentioned maybe we're trying to go in and around and out a little bit further, too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, she was talking Lafayette. They've got some interest to get us up there. So we'll see
maybe
how that comes
before
together.
a Boilermaker game or something like that. Because I know I talked to the theme was like living in the world of butthurt. And, everybody kind of gets butthurt because you're IU and Colts, and that's all you're doing. Well, I mean, it is a pretty damn big deal, to be honest with you. But we do realize that Purdue is ranked number 1 in the nation, and I thought maybe we could get up there at some point. There you go. Shout out to those. And by the way, there is a host on this station that has Matt Painter on often, which would be me right here. But I think doing a show in Lafayette before a Boilermaker game
would be one hell of a time.
Absolutely. No, it's and again, look, a great time for Indiana sports. Look at what we got coming up this weekend. Unfortunately, the Hoosiers didn't pull off the W last night, but they're starting the season good.
That was a struggle.
That was a struggle.
Their guy, there's some dudes that couldn't shoot it defensively. They got locked up, and I guess now you still kind of look at that as a learning experience. But unfortunately, that is something that could haunt you further down the road. Hopefully they can make up for that at some point. And that starts, I think, on Saturday with Louisville, who also took a loss yesterday.
Look at that Saturday in Indy, though, right? Yeah. I mean, you got the Hoosiers in Louisville playing some college hoops early in the day and then double up and get a little Indiana Hoosier football, number 2 in the country versus number 1 Ohio State. That is going to be a battle, my friend. And a little bit, we'll talk about it here in a little bit, but IU's a 4-point favorite now, opened up at 5.5, so a little bit of money on IU, too.
How about that?
I know. I like it.
They're a favorite right now.
They're a favorite. Yeah, I was checking on tickets, too. Tickets are pretty astronomical.
Last I checked, you get in the building for upwards of 6 or 7,
and that's
right?
hanging banners up on the very top of the very
I'm
top
not going
of the
up there. I might get sick. Well, yeah, I mean, have a little problem up there. I don't know, man. That's pretty high up and looking pretty far down right there.
It's gonna be a game, though. I mean, if you look at the whole season's coming together like it is, and 2 undefeated teams, both Big Ten championship. This is going to kind of probably even put a little stake in that Heisman talk too. When you've got the 2 Heisman.
Well, you got Mendoza, and you got saying. I know our good friend Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture is going to slide by here, and we're going to have some Yeti thermoses with Heisman Mendoza that he has on him. He's going to give away while we're here as well when he shows up a little bit later on.
Nice.
But yeah, between Sayin and Mendoza, it probably will come down to just that. I was talking to Kevin Bowen yesterday, who's a big-time Irish fan, and Irish fans, I guess, are going to be kind of sweating this whole weekend out if there's a great deal of chaos. I can't imagine that Notre Dame gets left out, but we'll see, I guess, because they are in that position because they scheduled the way that they did and didn't take care of it early. But, since that Texas A&M loss, it's been incredibly strong. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and you've also got...
You still may have to sweat a little bit this weekend.
They're going to have to, but hopefully the luck of the Irish is going to get them in, see how that comes together. But Love, right? He's another one that's a big hopeful on that Heisman talk, too. So
the running back. The running back should be the same as like it is in the MVP in the NFL to where it's like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be a quarterback. Is the Heisman a quarterback or should be a quarterback award like the NFL has for the MVP, which is basically a quarterback award?
It is, and it's going to be tough. But again, if they get in, I mean, it's just going to be, it's going to come down to. I think it really comes down to these 2 quarterbacks facing off Saturday, and the winner's probably going to come out and strive to the top. So hopefully that's Mendoza, and hopefully the Hoosiers pull off a big W.
Why so much the Vegas lead in the direction of IU? Because it's funny. Like everybody that has brought an argument to me, they always reference what took place in Columbus last November, and that's what it's going to look like again. So why is that IU lean right now?
Well, I think, you had a lot of people talking for many, many weeks, months actually, of IU's not this big team that everybody thinks, but then every time they said that, look what they did. They went out and just steamrolled people. And, they've had a couple close ones in the last couple weeks, but I think that it's really going to come down. People see what they've done, right? And I think both these defenses are stout. It's not going to be a high-scoring shootout. I think that total's hovering around 48, somewhere around there. So it's going to be a good battle, and I think it's going to come down to who makes the less mistakes. So it's really going to come down to, I think, the Hoosier squad. I think what people know Signetti has done. They know what he does in these big games, his preparation. Ryan Day doing the same thing, but I think it's going to come down to preparation. I think the Hoosiers are going to be all about it this year.
Well, the one thing that they took from a year ago was the shortcoming that they clearly had against Ohio State, and you saw the upgrades that they put into motion on the offensive line and who they brought in, in Coogan and Benson, and trying to raise the level of physicality on the offensive line and the defensive line, because a lot of what they witnessed in Columbus, it's one of those things where, you play to win these games, but you also take away from some disappointment what you can do better. And if there's one thing that Curt Cignetti probably has done as well, if not the best, as anybody across the landscape of college football, is knowing exactly what his team needs, positionally speaking, when, basically you can go out there and utilize NIL and the transfer portal as a free agency year in and year out.
And what he's done with that has really we've talked about it, right? It's catapulted Indiana into that conversation. We're not seeing all the SEC and, all these big schools that have been doing it for so long. Granted, they probably had some pre-NIL stuff going on under the table, but there's a lot of money that's coming in, and what Cignetti's done for the program has kind of opened that pocketbook up, right? They've got the power to go out and get these guys to come in that make a difference, and that's what Mendoza's done this year.
That's Brent Halverson, betting analyst in Heaven Hill Distillery with us for the first time. We're at the Garage in Columbus, and we would love to see you with us down here. We got our picks coming up, Week 14. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. It's funny. I don't think you can, at least I can. And I know most people, when you're doing the whole betting thing against the number, you're doing it and you're thinking about it monetarily. I think about this Week 14 matchup in Jacksonville in terms of how I am hoping that the table is set for the remainder of the season, right? I think that's fair because I don't want to be pissy for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? I get tired of turning on things and listening to pissy people, and I don't want to be pissy. Thus, I'm going to have a really hard time because I know the Colts are a 1.5 point favorite in Jacksonville. And granted, I completely realize why there is zero reason that anybody should look at this and go, oh, yeah, that's a hell of a bet to make right there, especially the way the Colts have been playing, and maybe even more magnified the way that they're playing on both sides of the line and the way they're protecting a quarterback with the crack stick. So I still look at it this way, with a personal view. I don't want to really have to talk about this team if they lose again in Jacksonville. They haven't won there since 2014. I know, again, there's so much of a lean and a reason as to why you either A, wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, or there's zero way you would go with the Colts. But my lean on this, Brent, is I don't want the aftermath. I don't want to talk about an 8-5 team that started 7-1 and is absolutely crapping their pants right out of the division and right out of the postseason. I don't really want to have that week-long conversation. And fair or unfair, that's how I feel.
Well, it's
just being honest.
Yeah, I hear you. It's going to be tough, too, because, like you say, he's got a cracked stick. I like that reference
cracked
there.
Stick.
Got a cracked stick.
We don't know how in-depth or how detailed the fibula is. But
yeah, and you know what's wild? Because over the last, I think it's the Colts are 3-15-1 against the number in Jacksonville, playing Jacksonville. So Jacksonville's had the Colts number in the past, too, and to see the Colts come out at a 1.5 point favorite. Interesting line there. I think there's there's definitely some conversation to be had about how that's going to go down. So I hope you're not having that conversation either. I hope they come in there and get a W. They need it. Get back up on the winning streak.
I am Mr. Stir It Up, must win guy. And we've had a lot of must wins, and I can't document them all because I do it so frequently. But I'll be damned if this is not a must win coming up on Saturday.
2-8-4 squads, division rivals.
Sunday, there is zero way that this is not a must-win, considering what you have on the horizon, and then you still have Jacksonville and Houston to go, one at home and then one on the road, and then you're losing to a division rival. After you lost at home to a division rival, either this thing ends on Sunday or you're going to be looking at a team that's going to slide right out of any postseason, any chance to win the division in the end of this season. And then what are you left with? You're left in ruin because you banked on, and that's why I was all on board with it. You banked on trading at the trade deadline for Sauce Gardner, and now he's injured with a calf situation. And then what do you do afterwards? You can't reset and rebuild player-wise. People say, well, Daniel Jones isn't going to be back. He's not that good anyway. He has to be back. Where the hell else are you going to go? Riley Leonard? Well, all due respect to Riley Leonard, I say Riley Leonard, I think with good reason. What the hell? No way. So you got to come back with Daniel Jones. You may reset the coach. Maybe you reset the general manager. Probably so, but there's no way you can have a complete reset. And then we're all going to think about, Brent, what would have happened if they would not have started 7-1? Would it have been better if you would have just wiped the slate clean back in January and then started the rebuild instead of tantalizing the fan base out there and then sliding into oblivion where I think you would be if you end up losing this game in Jacksonville on Sunday?
Well, it's much better than sliding into the oblivion from the start because then you just kind of shut the season down, right? They got some hope. They know what the team can do. It's just getting people healthy.
I think it would be better to suck at the start than it would to say, "Hey, look at this. I'm going to go ahead and tease you." That's the elephantitis. Remember when we were dudes back in the day? You get elephantitis or blue. They called it blue blanks. That's what that is. Seriously. In terms of football for your favorite team, that's the tease that the Colts would be if you start 7-1 and you fade out of things. Like, hopefully they don't do.
Yeah, but again, we know what they can do, right? They just have to get the guy. They have to get healthy. That's really what it comes down to. And the cracked stick or the broken stick, whatever you call that, that's a big thing, right? I mean, it takes the mobility out of what Daniel Jones can do that has gotten them to this point, right? So it's going to be interesting to see because this is the worst time that can happen. The defense is just hone in on it now, right? But look what Jonathan Taylor's done. He's got to get back in action and going too. So hey, we'll see. It's going to be a great game down in Jacksonville, and looking forward to a big Sunday.
Our picks coming up at 4. I flat guarantee you Christian Webb's had the elephantitis of these sports. You know what? With the Padres back in the day, I don't think there's any question about that, right? We got our picks coming up too. The Garage in Columbus is our location. We'll take a break and come back and yap it up here all day long, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. What is this? Where are we right now? What is this street right here? Is it a street?
4th Street, right?
4th Street. I love it downtown. Downtown Columbus is unique. You know that guy walking in as the president of AAA right there?
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Hey, tell that guy, I think I ran out of gas out there. Can you go fill my tank? That's Matt Goins right there. The pride of Jennings County High School is in the house right here. I told you, Bart County and surrounding area, here we are. Brent Halverson, JMV, The Garage, downtown Columbus off of 4th Street. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We have a lot more for you coming up, too. Our picks coming up at the 4 o'clock hour. Former Steelers linebacker Chad Brown is going to be a part of the broadcast. Big Ten title game on Saturday. His breakdown is coming up. And Mike Chappell, the latest on the mobility of Daniel Jones and just how important Sunday is in the grand scheme of this season for the Colts. Chappell after 5. Don't go anywhere. The Garage in Columbus. The stream, the app, HD Radio. Become a AAA member today. The AAA membership lounge via YouTube Live. Weather on the inbound, somebody's got to have your back on the open road. AAA.com to sign up. Tell them JMV sent you. It's 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
because I'm really butthurt when you read your email.
93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
So I will tell you this straight up. I'm going to be really pissed if I'm in Columbus, Indiana, at the incredible garage location with our great friend Robin, the owner, Heaven Hill Distillery, Brent Halverson, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna's Old Tequila Shots, and if local legend Kevin Johnson does not show up here. I know he's not playing basketball. I saw him about a year ago. I know he's not playing basketball right now, but I need to see a KJ in the house here. So put the bat signal out, somebody, to Kevin Johnson, the local legend. Meantime, on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline, he's on the call coming up on Saturday with good reason. Compass Radio Network. You know him formerly in Pittsburgh and Seattle. Defensively, he was outstanding in his years in the NFL. Chad Brown joins us now on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. Good afternoon, Chad. How are you?
I am fantastic. Looking forward to a fun weekend of football. How are you, my friend?
Are you staked out in Seattle right now?
I am actually at my place in Arizona looking at Camelback Mountain as I talk to you.
Oh, I got you. Well, I just threw a dart at like the map of the United States and said, I wonder if he's here. So that's kind of what I did right there for you. Sorry about that. But no, it sounds like you're in a much better place. Well, you're going to be in a great place coming into town this weekend. Your first thought about this matchup, and how much onus do you put on what went down over a year ago with these two teams, Chad, in Columbus?
I think this Indiana program is at a different place than what they were last year. I think, obviously, nationally, we saw them as a Cinderella story in the rise of Kirk Cignetti in Indiana, and we thought that the reckoning would come. It was a great story, but they didn't have enough backbone behind them, enough solidness behind them. And now this year, I think it's a completely different story. In some ways, I would equate that to maybe my Colorado Buffaloes. Back in 1989, we played Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl, and while we were undefeated, we hadn't been through the rigors. We were not tested that season. And so Notre Dame had obviously been in big games like that before. They were far more big game ready. The next year in 1990, we played them in the Orange Bowl again, same two teams in the same matchup, and we find a way to get the win because we were more battle tested. We were ready for that type of environment. And I think Indiana's taken the lessons from last year, and they've been a tremendous team, as Ohio State has been all season long, but I think Indiana is looking for a bit of revenge.
Yeah, it's Chad Brown, and I mentioned he played at Colorado. I think that's a good connection and a relatable you make right here, too. Now, obviously, the world of college athletics, the landscape was much different back when you were in Boulder with the Buffs, but what remains the same, if I recollect accurately, that you guys were kind of viewed as infiltrators, and that's how I've described this IU football program. It's like the grandfathered-in college football programs with the long storied history don't really like it when the new kid on the block, so to speak, kind of steps in and sticks their nose into things, and you guys did that back in the late 80s, and that's kind of what IU, in a different situation, is doing and has done in the past 2 years.
I think there's lots of similarities to the Colorado and IU story, and part of that is a tremendous head coach, a guy who comes in and returns a program not just to being pretty good, but actually to greatness. And so for Colorado, it was Bill McCartney, the force of personality he needed to pull all that off. And now we see Kirk Cignetti doing a similar thing in different ages and eras in college football, but at the same time, the coach who has a plan, the coach who understands football, but also understands how to bring people together, how to get people on the same page, how to create buy-in. That's what Coach McCartney did at Colorado. That's what Kurt is doing at IU. And the results are showing up on the field. The amazing quick turnaround that he's been able to produce up there in tremendous play on both sides of the ball. I saw in my duties for Compass Media this year, I called games at Alabama and Oklahoma and saw LSU and saw some of the best teams in the country, teams that are going to be in the playoff. I didn't see Ohio State, but I saw Indiana in person, And they were the best team in all three phases I saw all year long. So I know Ohio State's a really very good, talented football team, well coached, but Indiana is certainly at their level and deserves to be in this game. And I think in the end, this is going to be a very, very close game because of the similarities between these two teams.
The former NFL or former Colorado Buffalo Chad Brown is going to be in the building coming up on Saturday night. Big Ten title game, Compass Radio Network, breaking down the matchup with IU and Ohio State right now, the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. So is this going to decide the Heisman Trophy, Mendoza and Sayin, who comes out of this game looking the best?
I think so. I think so. Mendoza has been awesome all year. He had a game where he was 90+% completions. The game I had, I think he was 21 of 24 or something like that. So he's been tremendous all year long, and he's been in the Heisman Trophy conversation all year long. Julian Sayin had to kind of ramp his way up into it, but he's also an almost 80% passer on the season. Clearly, both guys have great coordinators. They've got talent around them, but singularly as quarterbacks, they are accurate. They are smart. They are excellent processors within the pocket. I think the experience that Mendoza has gives him a tick, maybe better, cool and calmness within the pocket. But at the same time, I would be quite happy if my college football team that I was a fan of had either one of these guys under center.
It's Chad Brown. Hey, before I let you go, too, when you look at the experience that IU and his team, and obviously not all together, but the college football experience in general compared to what you see with Ohio State, does that give you any weight to think that there's an advantage there at all?
When you talk about the experience, you're talking about just kind of the
no matter where they are, you've got a lot. You've got a lot of IU football players that have played, Chad, a lot. And I mean a lot of college football over the years. How much does that play a role in like a winner-take-all Big Ten situation like Saturday night?
I think it does. I think it plays a big role. The more things that you have seen, not just the big game environment, but also just the more situations you have seen. Because in the end, football tends to come down to, in a close game, like as I was expecting this to be, 3 to 5 plays that turn the direction of the football game. And those 3 to 5 plays are probably going to be situational plays. Does everyone on the field understand the situation on the field and what is the right play to make in this situation? So when you've got as many players with as much deep experience as IU has, they've seen those situations before. They've heard the coaches talk about, okay, this is a high red zone. This is where offenses want to take a shot. DBs be ready for you. This is the last opportunity before they move into the near red zone where they can take a shot at us. So understand that situation. Understand what typically happens when you have a turnover and a sudden change. A lot of the offensive coordinators want to dial up a trick play or go with a deep play action pass. When you've seen that enough times, you're not going to be fooled. You're going to be prepared for the moment. And so the team that better understands those 3 to 5 plays that I'm talking about will probably be the team that comes ahead in this ball game. And because IU has so much experience, I think that tends to favor them in that particular part of the matchup.
Speaking of experience, you have experience with the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know if you mind or not, but if my producer James gets a hold of you next week, can we carve out a spot maybe to talk Colts and Seahawks with you? Would you mind?
I would love to have that conversation. I was just calling the Seahawks-Minnesota game last week. Well, not much of a game. It was a contest between two teams, but it wasn't a game on the scoreboard. But I would be happy to talk about my former team, the Hawks, and their matchup against the Colts, who are obviously towards the tops in their conference and with an opportunity to make a deep playoff run this year.
Chad, I tell you what, James is my producer. I'm going to have him talk with you when he puts you on hold, and we'll set you up for next week and get you a little preview going on for that game too. But, hey, safe travels from Arizona to Indy, and maybe we'll see you downtown. But have a great time this weekend because downtown Indy is going to be explosively awesome, and have a great game call too.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Good talking to you. Have a good one.
Chad Brown right there, the Compass Radio Network. James, go ahead and set him up for next week, too. He also does the Seahawks games, which will work out for us with the Colts in Seattle coming up next week. Again, the Garage in Columbus is our location. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We have guests right now, don't we? Brent Halverson and I, and there's a guy that I recognize from the Brown County Music Center, and he thinks I went out on him on Lou Graham. I don't think he's happy about me with Lou Graham right here, are you? I didn't go out on you. I apologize for that.
Got to show up.
Well, I didn't know if we were on the same page. I didn't really know. But, yeah, you're right. I do, man. I do. I tell you what, let's take a break and come back with Kristen Webb of Brown County Music Center. We'll talk about all the things that are going on there. And Matt Goins, you're going to make some calls with us coming up in the 4 o'clock hour. Our Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots. I think Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture is going to do it as well. I know Robin is going to do it. We got our picks coming up at 4 o'clock, don't we, Brent?
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun-filled day of great guests joining us.
Hell to the yeah.
Hell to
Kristen
the yeah.
Webb's going to be here on the other side. Mike Chappell still to come. The mobility issues of one Daniel Jones. We'll get into that in the 5 o'clock hour. The Garage, 4th Street, downtown Columbus, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Stay right there. It's 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
95 and 107.5. The Fan.
Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots, 4th Street, Columbus, Indiana. The Garage, where the owner, Robin's going to join us for picks, and Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture in Columbus also going to make picks. Brent Holverson is here. Matt Goins just gave away stuff as the prez of AAA, which was awesome. And the guy that runs Brown County Music Center, where you're going later on tonight for Old Crow Medicine Show.
Absolutely.
His name is Christian Webb.
And he is, I was just going to say this.
Yes.
Not because he's sitting here, but I think I've said this often.
Yes.
One of the greatest dudes I've ever met. I mean, I have the pleasure of being a friend with, but what he does and what he does for the music scene is absolutely amazing. And what they've done at Brown County Music Center.
That's awesome.
Holy cow. And you know it as well, right?
I mean,
what a place. Christian, awesome to have you here, man. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Dude, great.
I am shocked that Bob Kravitz is still not asleep in one of those lounge chairs right there after the last time he and Chris Hagan and I went down there. But no, it is an absolute gem you guys have put together over in Nashville.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think I can follow, Matt with the giveaways of the membership, but I am going to give away some items here too.
Oh, I love it. Well, yeah, let's do it here.
While I do have a show tonight, I also have a show tomorrow night. Chris Young, some great country. And then on Sunday, I got Blue October. And for both of those shows, two pairs of VIP seats with VIP parking.
Whoa!
So if
James, can you do that, buddy?
Through James, through John, however.
All right.
I got 3 sets of 2 VIPs for both shows.
James, you want to go with, you got 2 of them, want to go 8 and 9, James, at 239-1070, and then I'll give the winners' names to Christian. How about that, James? Can we do that?
Let's do it.
All right, 239-1070. One more time, the 2 shows.
I got Chris Young tomorrow night, some great country, and then on Sunday I got Blue October.
That's kind of industrial rock kind of right there.
Nice rock.
That's going to be a good time.
Talk about the spirit of giving, right? I mean, we got 2 great guys sitting across here coming out, just giving off
man, every
awesome
every time Goins talks, I go, man, come on, radio voice. Take it easy. I start talking like this, too. Yeah, that's what I think.
It's contagious.
Oh, man. So how's things going over at the BCMC?
Things are great. We are really busy right now. We have 10 shows over the next 17 days, mostly on the holiday spirit type of thing. And then we just jump into 26. That's the one great thing about our venue is we're indoors. So we go all year long. Right now we have about 45 shows booked for 2026. So we're ahead of our pace from last year. Going to do about 78 to 80 shows, and we're very excited for it. Very excited.
Christian, you guys opened up was it 2019, right before COVID, right?
August of 19, and in March of 20, the world collapsed, yes.
That'd be a tough thing, right? I mean, everybody was looking forward to this, got up and running, and then just paused. But you guys, I'll tell you what, man. What you have done, that venue, the sound in there, the seating, there's not the furthest seat away from the stage is, 108 feet or something like that?
Correct.
It is so awesome. It holds 2,000 people. I've had the pleasure of seeing a couple great shows there. I'm really looking forward to Old Crow Medicine Show tonight, the Holiday Hootenanny, which I just heard about, which is pretty cool. So what you guys have done, man, is, hats off to you. You've been in the music scene a long time. Yeah. What you were doing with the old National Center, now to here. Coming from California boy, little Padre fan. Coming to the Midwest.
Well, look, I know we're sitting here talking about the music and the music center. And first of all, I have a wonderful team there. I could not do any of this. All those folks deserve the credit. But I will say, there was a Padre dig earlier, so thank you for that.
It wasn't a dig. It's just it's familiar territory for many.
But I will say it must have been a good year, John. By June, you weren't out of the playoff race yet, so it was a good year for you guys as well. So
we have very low expectations.
Hopefully the Reds can continue it and get those Cardinals out of here.
Yes. Very low expectations. Hey, I always like to ask you this. Any shows on the inbound here that were... Can we tease?
There are some big ones that are coming that I can't yet say. I know we have the Yacht Rock coming in February.
I'm going to that too, by God. Let me tell you that. Me and Ambrosia.
February 6th, the Yacht Rock will be coming back before they make some bigger announcements for later this year. But no, we do have a couple shows coming that we're very excited about that are going to be out in the next couple of weeks.
The great thing too, from where we're sitting here at the Garage Pub and Grill on 4th Street, it is 20 minutes away. It's 2022, if you will. And I'm looking forward. I love how Brown County is really starting to grow, right? Like we've talked about it because I've got a place there, and I love seeing what's happening. And I think Brown County, what you guys have done with Brown County Music Center, is starting to make that change of what's going on around there. So, it's pretty awesome to hear. And then when you bring some of these big names up that you guys have had, it's even better. So, or do you do all the booking then? Are you the guy behind that? I mean, how's that happen?
I literally cannot sit here and say that I do everything. I do book some shows, but I say the majority of ours goes to our booking group. So, very, very proud of what they're doing and the growth that we're having there.
I'm always intrigued by that. Like how that'd be cool, right?
I saw Gordon Lightfoot there before he passed away, which was awesome. I saw Boss Skaggs there, who was most recently, I think, in November. At the Mirage, I believe. I saw Boss Skaggs there. Psychedelic Furs, not once but twice. Squeeze, not once but twice. ABC, Richard Blade, Howard Jones. I mean, it's just, for somebody like me that loves music, but specifically, generationally speaking, some different eras, perfect.
Well, we have a little joke where we like to say we get them on the way up or we get them on the way down. And there's nothing wrong with that. But,
right.
We can't fill the 25,000 seats, but we can fill the 2,000 seats really, really well.
Now you do a great job, man.
Absolutely.
Christian, thanks for coming out, too.
Appreciate it, brother.
Christian Webb of the Brown County Music Center. By the way, right there, James sent me, Christian, the names.
Fantastic.
Charles Tyree and Josh McCord. I sent them to Brent, and Brent can send them, or I can send them to you. Hell, I don't know what we're doing here.
Gotcha.
But those two are the winners for these shows. But man, thanks for doing that and coming out here today, Christian.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Christian Webb of the Brown County Music Center, JMV of the Windschuler Spreadability, the elite level snack, and you can find later on tonight with a good Thursday night football game. We'll pick it coming up in just a minute. But original cheddar. Sharp cheddar, bacon and cheddar, and jalapeno pepper. That's the spreadability of Windschuler's. You'll find it at the Neiman's Harvest Market in Carmel, Meyer locations throughout the state of Indiana, and Gordon's Food Service. You got to have it, too. It is Windschuler's. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Top of the hour, 4th Street, downtown Columbus. We would love to see you because the sampling is going on right now. We've got Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture is going to join us. Robin, the owner, is going to join us. The Garage in Columbus, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Week 14 Pick'em coming up next.
And the beat goes on. 93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
We have picks to make. I'm in Columbus on 4th Street. Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We got to get Robin, the owner of the garage. That's our location today to sit down here. All right. Now, are we all going to make picks here? Do we have enough mics for everybody to make picks? Because that's okay. We got 5 microphones right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys make picks together? Is that cool? Robin, go ahead and mount up right there. We'll get you on a little bit later on, too. But go ahead and mount up. Hey, Goins, get over here. You're making picks, too. The president of AAA is going to be making picks. I tell you what, right now, go ahead and we'll do Matt right back there. We're going to make picks, and we'll get you on back there. You guys can make picks together, and we'll utilize that. Spencer is right there on that one. Look at me coordinating right here. Thank you very much. Brent Halverson is coming back. Our Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots. By the way, too, I'm sorry for the crotch shot right here because I'm standing up. I'm going to sit back down. That's a bad look inside the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. Hey, Robin, so I know you. We met a little bit earlier. So at the garage owner, who do we got here?
This is Troy Gates. He is our chef.
Troy, tell everybody about stuff really quick before we get our pick started.
Hey.
What are we going to eat?
I mean, everything's good here. I mean, we got a whole new menu, got great wings, great tenderloins, great smash burgers, doing specials now, and brunch on the weekend, which is going really good.
Well done, Troy.
And, so, yeah. Good stuff.
You're making it all back there?
Yes.
So I'm going to have to get a bag to go. But how's your cottage cheese?
It's the best. It's the best.
It's the grossest ever.
Oh, that's what he lives on, Robin. He lives on cottage cheese.
Dude, I love cottage cheese.
What is
Robin.
up with Midwest people and cottage cheese?
It's big.
Hey, it's sweeping. It's sweeping the nation
It
now.
is. It's taking over.
Hey, Troy, I started this stuff, man.
Yeah,
I did.
I
I started the cottage cheese craze. I did. I'm proud of that too. By the way,
I like that.
Very proud of it. Robin, you look.
I'm bewildered.
You are bewildered over there. You shouldn't be.
What happened to just a good old salad?
Yeah. Hey, Troy.
Good way to mix it up.
I tell you what, Troy, you come back in the 5 o'clock, and we're going to make picks right now. You come back at the 5. I want you to give us the menu so everybody coming in can get a menu. I'm going to take some stuff home, too. Is that cool with you?
That's fine.
Right now. Hey, Matt, come on back in. We got to do our picks right here. Okay. Matt Goins of AAA. So let me go ahead and set the stage for you. 4th Street, we're downtown Columbus, and we're doing our Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots. So to my left, if you're watching inside the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live, it is Brent Halverson, our betting analyst. Hello, Brent.
Hello, John.
Let me introduce everybody else. Matt Goins, the president and also the president of Jennings County, but Matt Goins, the president of AAA, is here as he gave away stuff a little bit earlier.
Yes,
good to
sir.
see you,
Thank
brother.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Now, what station did you work for here in this market back in the day?
I didn't work. I was just a guest, just like on your show.
Oh, you were a guest on, can I say it? Is that okay? You were on QMix, right?
QMix
here in Columbus. Yeah.
The best radio station in Columbus.
My first radio station gig was at 106.1. It was Win 106, WINN, Mount Vernon, or North Vernon, Seymour, Columbus.
Yep.
Yeah, back in the day. That was my first. It was at Scipio.
I did some stuff on 96.3 WJAA out of Seymour back in the day, too.
Yes,
so
you
we got
did.
a little,
yeah, you did.
I
love
lived
here.
a mile from that radio station.
In Scipio?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think once upon a time a possum crawled up in the ceiling and died, and they couldn't find it for a while. But it stunk up the place. So I think I did. I had to run the board for Dr. Demento while there was a dead possum decaying in the ceiling.
I remember.
It was great. I think I got paid like $2.50 an hour to do that, too, on a Sunday night. It was great.
Yeah.
Dr. Demento was fun, though.
Short story. The first job I ever applied for was there.
Was it really?
And the first time I've ever been turned down was there.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I think I lasted about 3 months making that drive. Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture is here as well. Now, you may know this name, obviously, because he does a great job with Butler basketball and also a great job on 93 WIBC as well with his presence. But he's joining us today, makes some picks. And I went by the place a little bit earlier. Awesome as usual, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having us, and thanks for coming to Columbus. This is great.
I love that, too. Tell people about your place. Not too far from where we sit right now.
Yeah, we're just on the corner of 25th and Central in Columbus, and next year will be our 99th anniversary. So my great-grandfather started our business back in 27. So I'm just happy to...
Back in 27.
Back in 27. Wow. So happy to continue it, happy to be in Columbus, and happy to work with your station, Hammer and Nigel. all of
They're
that.
good.
It's wonderful.
They are good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Hammer and Nigel. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but we have gatherings or meetings before when I'm in studio,
right,
before every show in there. So we're pretty tight, all three of us, right there. So, but no,
good dudes.
You do. Yeah, they are great dudes, and you do a great job. And the way that you sound on WIBC and certainly with Butler basketball, and we thank you very much for doing that. That's Spencer, but Robin is the owner of the garage, and you just took ownership here recently, did you not?
We did. We bought it the end of August, and my son and I, Grant, we operate it every day.
That is outstanding. So what compelled you to do this?
I retired young, and I fell in love with Columbus. I moved here 5 years ago. I worked in a corporate job, and I fell in love here, and this is where we're gonna hang our hats.
What was your corporate gig before you retired and then took on this job?
I was a vice president of operations for Circle K convenience
There
stores.
you go.
Very cool.
We talked about this earlier because now it is weird how everybody wants to raise the bar on convenience stores every single time. Where they started and where it is right now, it's unrecognizable, Robin. It really is.
It really is. It's not just a gas station anymore.
It is not. No, man. And I mean, if I want to stop and get some sushi, then I may stop and get some sushi at some of these places. You wouldn't do that?
No, not
That's where you draw the line.
I went to get the gas station sushi right there. But it is amazing. I mean, the way that it all has evolved. Hey, tell us a little bit about the place here, the garage on 4th Street downtown with a festival that I guess is going
That's
on
right.
down here,
It's Not So Silent Nights tonight. It started at 4. It'll go this evening till, I think, 9. And we're right here on the corner across from Taku at 308 4th Street. All of our food here is scratch made. We have a complete new menu.
Shout out to Troy.
Shout out to Troy. Yep, it took me forever to name those names. Don't want to do that again. But no, Troy and the team back there do an amazing job. We even hand cut our own lettuce, not grate our own cottage cheese.
Where do you get your cottage cheese from? Can you tell me?
From our purveyor.
What's that?
It's from our food purveyor. I don't eat cottage cheese.
Can you tell me who's your food provider?
U.S. Foods.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. I know what it is. I mean, I know U.S. Foods. I know Gordon Food Service. I know that's always really solid material for cottage cheese right there.
Okay. Well,
yeah. I'm deep into it by now.
It later.
I'm deep
into
it. Taste test there. Yeah.
But here's what's funny. Everybody I'm around now orders that with their meal, and including this dude right here.
That's right. Absolutely.
Every meal that they have, it's cottage cheese right there. So
Can I just... I'm going to have you try something different.
Okay.
Bring a little of my Southern up here.
Oh. You and I on the same page, though. We've both been on, certain declines here. So good declines.
Right.
But it's been pretty awesome. Go ahead, Brent.
Where are you from, like originally?
So I was born in Texas.
Okay.
But I will not pick the Cowgirls. And I grew up in Georgia.
Okay.
So, and then I just started 16 corporate moves until I landed in Columbus, Indiana.
And here you are. And I will tell you,
16 corporate moves. That's
you
awesome.
have a great spot here.
Thanks.
This has been a great spot for many years, but now to see what you guys are doing and hear about the food and everything else about it, we're honored to be here. So thank you for having us.
I appreciate y'all coming and doing this for us. This is a great thing for our little city.
I love it. I mean, listen, I've known Matt for a long time. We just met Robin, and I just met Spencer a little bit earlier, and this is what we love doing. We love embracing the community, and you guys are such the fabric of this community. And
Absolutely.
I know Matt goes, and Matt and Spencer go all the way back, to the high school days, and it makes it even special when we can all make that impact together like this. It makes it more enjoyable. So
it is.
You guys want to make some picks? Week 14?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, James, go ahead and cue the band. Week 14, Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We got a good one later on tonight, Brent.
Yes, we
Cowboys
do.
and the Lions. Last check, Lions 3-point favorites at Ford Field. Was not a good Thanksgiving, thanks to Brent Halverson's Packers. I'm going to lay the 3. Give me the Lions, brother.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, speaking of Thanksgiving, that was one of the best days I've had in my betting career because all the dogs won.
Sure.
I had a moneyline dog parlay, paid $1,000. Just beautiful day. But Green Bay winning was huge. Now let's go back to this. So Detroit, they're kind of hitting the uphill climb right now. They've got a little bit of they've got a lot of injury, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, he is questionable. So want to hear to see if he's going to play tonight or not. Dallas has been going the other way. They had a horrible defense, but now they're starting to get back and rolling. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dallas Cowboys to not only cover the 3, but to win this game 30-27. Give me the Cowboys.
Spencer Thompson Furniture here in Columbus. What do you got, brother?
I think I got to go with the Lions. They got to get something going. I'm going Lions.
All right, Robin's the owner of the garage. Robin.
She is going with the Lions.
Robin goes with the Lions. AAA Prez from Jennings County. It's Matt Goins. Matt?
Lions, over 800 yards total offense in this game by both teams.
There'll be a lot.
It's going to be a shootout,
I agree
a
with
rundown.
that.
Yeah.
Extra stats from Goins right there. Well done. Hey, Seahawks get the Colts coming up next week. This week they get the Falcons on the road. 7-point favorites. Man, the Falcons have been recently disappointed. They're kind of circling the drain right now. Lay the 7. Give me the Seahawks on the road, cross country. Brent.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks is the right side here too, John. I mean, it's 7's kind of getting the big number area on the road, but the Falcons, Kirk Cousins hasn't looked great. This will be his 3rd game back, starting from riding the pine all year. I think Seattle gets this one done 27-17, Seattle Seahawks.
Spencer.
I'm going to agree with you. Seattle's on a nice run. I think they'll keep it going in Atlanta.
Robin.
Same. Seattle's going to take it.
Matt Goins.
Banged up Drake London. That'll be Seattle all day long.
Information from Matt Goins right there is always good. Ravens 6-point favorites at home against the Steelers. It kind of seems like both these teams are circling the drain together. Which one's going to be able to stay, I guess, above the water level in the drain? Lay the 6. Give me the Ravens, I guess, simply put, because they're at home. Really nothing else.
Yeah, it's going to be a cold one up there. I think we're going to see it. It's going to be close to the spread, which that spread being 6 is going to be kind of right there. I think I'm with you though. I think Baltimore gets it done 27-20. Give me the Ravens.
Spencer.
I agree. Seems like a boring game, but I think Baltimore gets it done.
Robin.
Same.
Matt.
I'm going the different direction. It'll be the Steelers.
God, you guys are all so quick right here. Man, one word. I love it though. That's all good. I kind of want to do my Ravens thing over again. I don't know if I trust this. I meant the Steelers are a mess. But the Steelers beat the Colts like 3 weeks ago. That makes me sick.
Yeah, you see Rodgers last week. He was taking a beating. He got all beat up. He got his nose all bandaged up. He's got his left wrist is fractured.
Steelers just added a pretty lockdown slot receiver, though. So
they did. They absolutely
don't forget about
did.
that. He's 142. Plenty of experience.
They gave up.
Thielen, was it, right?
They gave up a former, Adam Thielen, and then they gave up a former lockdown cornerback who is on the fence whether or not Darius Slay is going to play any longer after going to Buffalo.
Speaking of a Steeler that they're going to miss is George Pickens, who is on the Cowboys and he is tearing it up this year.
Tearing it up. So. Why did I not select him in fantasy?
Oh, I got him. I got him in one of my leagues, looking good.
I probably picked I picked like 5 quarterbacks. What was I doing? Titans and Browns. There's nobody watching this game. Seriously. Titans, Browns, 4.5-point favorites in Cleveland. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip a coin. Lay the 4.5. Give me the Browns because they're at home. Brett?
Yeah, it's tough to back this Titan team right now. 7 losses in a row. They're 1-11. They just can't get it together. Going into Cleveland, it's going to be cold, going to be loud. You got the Shadur factor going on right now.
But you do have some battling and suck right there. We got one team sucks, the other team sucks. It's like a waging of the war of suck.
Yes, but you got one of the best defenses in the league in the Cleveland Browns and Myles Garrett, and he is just a beast back there.
Sack record.
He's unstoppable. I think he's going to really slow down. I mean, that Titan running game hasn't been anything all year. With Pollard, Cam Ward's still not there for me. I'm taking the Cleveland Browns, 24-17 Brownies.
Spencer Thompson Furniture here in Columbus. Spence?
I agree. That Cleveland defense, Tennessee's not good. Cleveland defense wins the game for Cleveland.
Robin's the owner of the garage. Robin.
I'm going to say the Tennessee Titans are actually going to pull one out. And I'm doing that just because one of my bartenders, Justin, who will be here in a second, he wears that jersey every week, and I feel so bad for him.
And it's one of the places where you haven't lived.
And it is one of the
places. I know. Everywhere in Georgia, but no place in Tennessee just yet. All right, Matt Goins,
I don't see it.
I
just Tennessee won't be able to run. They won't be able to pass. Cleveland, covers easy.
Here's what's weird about this. Bears and Packers, right, guys? 6.5-point favorites in Lambeau for the Packers. The Bears are on the surge. There's no doubt about that. But every time I go against the Packers, they burn me. Every time I go with the Packers, they screw me.
Take the Bears,
Am I going to get burned or screwed this weekend?
Take the Bears.
I took the Packers already, so I guess I'll get screwed. I'll go ahead and lay that 6.5 and give me the Packers. I'm ready to be screwed.
Here's what I'll say. The Bears, they're five wins in a row. They look good. It's Ben Johnson, and he's got that team under control. Green Bay has looked great the last 3 games. I mean, they've been up and down all year, kind of in that middle of the season. I think they've kind of found things, but when it comes to the Bears, I will tell you this, there is not a bigger rivalry in sports, in NFL football, than the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. I think they're going to end up splitting the matchup. So Green Bay, they play in Green Bay this week, and then in 2 weeks they play in Chicago. Green Bay's going to cover this game. They're going to win this game 28-20, somewhat close, but means Green Bay covers. I'd look for a different story coming to Chicago, though.
Spencer.
Yes, I would. I'm going to take the Packers. I'm not buying the Bears.
Robin.
God, Troy's going to run out here with a knife and stab me in the back. He's a Bears fan, but my son is a Green Bay Packers fan.
Go
and
Pack,
I have
go.
to go for the Packs, or he won't talk to me.
Oh,
so.
I love it. I love your son. That's
Class
awesome.
president at Jennings County.
The opposite direction, my friend. The
Matt,
opposite
what do you
direction.
got right there?
I can't go against the Packers. The Bears' defense is band-aided together, but they're still pulling together these wins. But, yeah, I think the Packers cover easily.
There's some bad games this weekend. 2.5-point favorites, the Vikings at home against the Commanders. Give me that 2.5. Give me the Commanders on the road. Brent, I don't know why other than whatever.
Well, you got Jaden Daniels supposedly coming back. He's not officially listed yet as back. You got Terry McLaurin. He's back. He looked kind of good last week. Minnesota has been in shambles. My God, that was tough to watch, that Max Brosmer kid last week. 4 picks. I mean, he was throwing them behind his back, and they were just picking them off, running them back. But we've got little J.J. McCarthy back there this week. I'm going to go ahead and take the Minnesota Vikings in a close one. 23-20 means they cover 2.5. Give me the Vikings.
Spencer.
Washington on the road.
Robin.
Oh, I'm going to go Vikings at home.
Goins.
Vikings at home.
All right, Larceny, Bourbon Locks, Luna's Duel to give the shots. Week 14, Dolphins and the Jets. 2.5-point favorites, the Dolphins on the road. They still are listed, I think, in the AFC playoff picture as in the hunt, which is weird because they're awful. We'll lay the 2.5. Give me on the road, the Dolphins. I know the Jets have won recently, so maybe I'm wrong about this. And the emergence now of A.D. Mitchell, over 100 yards in receiving, the former Colts wide receiver. 2.5-point favorites on the road. Give me the lay the 2.5. Give me the Dolphins. Brent.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's going to be cold in New York. Miami does not do well in the cold. I think they're going to go in there. They're going to struggle. The Jets are they're hot though. They've won a game. You know they got a game. They're sitting at 3-9 now. I think the Jets pull this one out. I think they win the game outright. So you're going to give me 2.5 points. I'll take it. Jets win 24-20.
Spencer.
I'm with you. I take the Jets.
Robin.
I'm going to take the Jets, too.
Goins.
Dolphins with the weather just improbable to overcome, so I take the Jets.
Weather, 8.5-point favorites. The Buccaneers at home against the Saints. Lay the 8.5. The Buccaneers. It's time to make a move and a surge. I think the Buccaneers I'm trying to do that coming up in the NFC. Brent?
Yeah, this is a big number here. I mean, the Saints are not a good team, but they've been playing people close. I mean, this number's kind of tough. I'm going to personally lay off of it, but for picking purposes only, give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll lay the 8.5.
Spencer?
Yeah, I like the Bucs too.
Robin?
The Bucs are going to take that.
Matt?
I don't think the Bucs cover the spread. Just can't do it. So the Saints.
Best team in the AFC, the Denver Broncos, 7.5-point favorites on the road in Vegas versus the Raiders. You know, sometimes I don't trust the Broncos. You don't trust Bo Nix. Nobody really believes in Bo Nix. You believe in the defense, but not the quarterback. Lay the 7.5, however. Give me the Broncos because they have been at least showing that they're the best team in the AFC right now. Brent?
Yeah, you know, the Broncos, they don't win. They come from behind a lot, and they come back and win in very little fashion. But I just can't get it to myself to go ahead and take these Raiders, even though that half point scares me. So I would definitely buy that half point down. Give me the Denver Broncos, 27-17, lay the 7.5.
Spencer Thompson.
It's a big number. Raiders are bad. I think the Broncos do it.
Robin, the owner.
I agree. The Broncos.
Going.
I just wonder when Gino's going to realize he has three great ball catchers. As soon as he realizes that, I think
and
that
a great running back.
Great running back. But yeah, I can't see him overcoming the Broncos.
Oh, the Rams are 7.5-point favorites. There's the best team maybe in the entire NFL right now on the road at Arizona. Did you guys see what Puka Nacua said about Sauce Gardner and joking regarding the Colts? Nobody wants to be an Indy, something like that. I think it was kind of a joke, but everybody gets butthurt because I do too. I'm like massively butthurt about everything. I think people around here are butthurt about that. That's not for right now, but the Rams, legit beyond belief. 7.5-point favorites. Lay the 7.5 on the road against Arizona. Give me the Rams. Brent?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big, tough loss for the Rams last week. They got beat 31-28 by the Panthers, the hot Panthers, by the way, but and who is on a bye this week.
Yes.
I think the Rams are going to rebound right here. They're going to come back. I do like them to cover this game, even that 7.5 again by that half point. Give me the Rams 30-17.
Spencer Thompson.
Rams easy, yeah.
Robin.
Same, Rams easy.
Matt.
Yep, the Rams.
Bengals and the Bills. Normally, because what the Bills did last week, okay. Normally, because they're the Bengals, okay. But, man, Joe Burrow being back, that is a difference maker. We saw it against the Ravens last week. Give me that 5.5. The Bills are 5.5-point favorites at home. Give me the 5.5 and give me the Bengals on the road.
Yeah, hey, Burrow back. I mean, they've got a standing chance, right? I mean, they've got a lot of work to do, need a lot of help. But
I wouldn't want to be jacking around with that if I were the Bills in that situation.
That's right. I know.
Now.
We always talk about the Bills. They're not a big covering team, but they've looked pretty rough. They did look good last week against Pittsburgh. I think the Bills win this game. I don't think they cover it though. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals plus 5.5 on the road.
Spencer.
I think the Bills cover at home.
Robin.
I think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to take this one. Surprise it all.
The boldest pick here, Bengals outright.
Outright. I think you guys all kind of agree with me, I think, a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. In agreement. The Chiefs, 3.5-point favorites at home against the Texans. Here's the problem I'm going to have with this. The Chiefs aren't the same Chiefs as you know the Chiefs to be offensively, and the Texans are stout defensively. They know who they are. I'm going to take that 3.5 and give me the Texans on the road because the Texans not only a problem coming up in this matchup in KC, but a significant issue still for anybody within the AFC South, especially, Brent, the Indianapolis Colts. What say you?
Absolutely. And, Houston, they're 4 wins in a row. I mean, their defense is legit. The number one defense in the NFL. They're going to give Mahomes and crew a tough time in Arrowhead. But, again, that 3.5, I hate the hook on this one. But I think the Chiefs are going to get right here. I think it's going to be loud and proud in the toilet bowl of Arrowhead, as we call it, John.
I hate that
Give
place.
me the Kansas City Chiefs, 23-17, cover the 3.5.
Spencer.
I agree. We need Houston to lose this one. So, Chiefs.
Robin.
Chiefs are going to take this one.
What do you got over there, Matt?
I'm a diehard Colts fan. I'm picking them both to lose. But the Texans, their defense,
Packers and the Cowboys.
I think they're going to cause too much havoc out in Kansas City.
Robin and I were having a conversation a little bit earlier, and Robin evidently is an Eagles fan.
I'm a huge Eagles fan.
That's very
3-point
unfortunate.
favorites at the Chargers. The Chargers on the road you can't trust, and sometimes you just can't trust them in general. 3-point favorites of the Eagles. I'm going to go ahead. The Eagles haven't shown signs. They're really disappointing signs. Lay the 3 and give me the Eagles, though, because I would believe in them more than I would the Chargers. Brent, what say you?
Yeah, with Herbert, we still need to know what he's going to be doing. He just had surgery. I think that's going to be a hindrance for him. Philly, who they're two losses in a row. They're needing to kind of get right. I think they're going to come in and get right on this game here in L.A. Not a lot of home team pride over there in Los Angeles. So give me the Philly. Give me the Eagles. Lay the 3, 24-17.
Spencer Thompson.
Eagles.
Robin.
I'm going to buy all y'all drink. It's going to be the Eagles. They're going to get their passing game
You going to buy me a
right.
drink?
I will.
The Eagles
I'll
only.
love you forever if you buy me a drink.
It's the Eagles only because the Chargers, I believe, historically have the worst offensive line in the NFL.
Well, they're missing a couple big tackles. That's just a huge thing. That's why Herbert's getting surgery.
Yeah.
When Sirianni struggles, I do like that, though. I don't mind that. I'm sorry, Robin.
No.
But now there goes my drink.
Yeah, you're out of a drink now.
I
still love the
Let
Eagles,
me rephrase.
Robin.
I think I love him. All right, guys. Colts and the Jaguars. This comes from an angle of I don't want to have to yip 5 days next week about a Colts team going down and losing yet again in Jacksonville. They haven't won there since 2014. They haven't won a division in the South since 2014. They did not look good against the Texans last week. They are on a slide. Their quarterback has a ding stick. Their offensive line has been downplaying everything. Their defensive line hasn't played well. There are a lot of issues right there. But there are some situations during a season, if you're going to be good, you have to overcome. And I still expect these guys to be good. All right, you start 7-1. You're 8-4 right now. You resurrect this season in Jacksonville. As of right now, the Jaguars actually are getting points. They're getting 1.5 points. The Colts are the favorites on the road. I think, Brent, the Colts will win by the final of 21-19. I just don't want to have to deal with the aftermath of this. I don't trust it a great deal, but if they don't get back on it this weekend, then I think this thing is going to fade into one of the more embarrassing situations we have seen, and certainly disappointing. So you got to do it. I think the Colts will do it on Sunday. What say you?
Man, I hope you're right. I hope they do it. But I'm going to go with a little bit of history here. And the way they performed against the Jacksonville Jaguars, you got 2 8-4 teams, like you mentioned here. One's going the wrong way, the other's going the right way. Colts off 2 consecutive losses. Jaguars with 3 consecutive wins. Playing in Jacksonville. Daniel Jones with a broken stick, as you will call it. I don't think I don't see that happening. I think the Jaguars win the game 27-24. Unfortunately, give me the Jags plus the 1.5.
I can understand it, Spencer.
This is a big game for the Colts. We got to get back on the right track.
It's a must-win,
It's
Spencer.
a must-win. Colts on the road. Finish the season strong.
All right, let's flex on that together, Spencer. What do you got, Robin? I gave some love to your Eagles, remember.
You did give some love to my Eagles. I really want the Colts to win, but they have not shown well. I really think the Jaguars might take this one. I'm sorry.
All right, then. Goins?
I love my Colts. 3 weeks ago before the Chiefs game, I said the easiest game we have left is the 49ers. And I truly believe that still to this day. I have to go with the Jaguars.
Yeah. All right. I know, listen, and those are Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots, week number 14 of the Garage in Columbus. That's just kind of where we are right now. And it's unfortunate because a month ago, I think it would be a foregone conclusion, but there are so many questions that developed injury-wise, and then certainly I just think execution. Speaking, Brent, it's kind of where we are with everything right now.
Yeah, it's a big week too. I mean, this is kind of week 14 already. We've only got what 4 or 5 weeks of football left before we're talking playoffs. A lot of good games. They all start tonight, though. I think that game tonight's going to be good to watch.
Nice.
Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions to kick off the week, and then again you got the Bears, Packers, Colts, Jags. Houston, Kansas City, Philly, L.A. I think those are your top 5 games of the week, and we're going to be in for one.
Larceny Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots. Spencer, you want to hang a little bit?
Yeah.
Robin, you going to hang a little bit? Matt, you going to hang a little bit? Garage, downtown Columbus. That's where we are today. Thank you all for joining us, Bartholomew County. We love being here. Stream the app, HD Radio, the AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live. Back with you and Mike Chappell coming up in 30 minutes on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
What's that? Oh, the hat? Oh, is this my hat or your hat? I like it. I'm sorry. I'm back on the show.
Nice entry here, James.
Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Little Althea by the Grateful Dead.
Is that what that is right there for
Yes.
you? Grateful Dead for you.
Come on now.
And nothing wrong with that, right? That is Brent Holverson. I'm JMV. Week 14, our Larceny Bourbon Log Saloon Azul Tequila Shots, and we're doing this live today from the garage in Columbus. Thank you all for joining us. I should, again, bring everybody back in. Brent Holverson of Heaven Hill Distillery, per usual. Hello.
Hello, John. Good to be here in Columbus, Indiana, isn't it?
Matt Goins is the president of AAA, who gave away stuff a little bit earlier. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Do you get gifts like this everywhere you go?
Well, I got this, and this is Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture gave me a Sycamore's Yeti right here.
Heisman Doze. That's
awesome.
incredible.
That is
Right here.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, and Spencer is here from Thompson Furniture in Columbus. You want to give away some of these Heisman?
Yeah, no, I'll let you give them away, man.
Oh.
They're just
I don't
Hang on,
know
let me get
yet. We can do one in here. I'd like to do one with somebody that may be listening that can get motivated to come in here. But let's give away the Heisman Doza Yetis. This is did you do this on your own?
Yeah, I did.
Nice, man. We got Indiana, Ohio State coming up on Saturday night, of course, and Heisman Doza Yeti thermoses. What we have right here. Those are great. Do you have one of those?
No, I'm going to steal one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Donation to your favorite
That's a
cause.
donation for your favorite cause right there. And the owner of the garage is Robin. Are you having a good time with us today?
I'm having a great time.
I'm glad that you are. We are. It's fantastic to be here. And you've been an owner again of the garage for how long?
Oh, we bought it at the end of August.
That's incredible, right?
So first time in the restaurant hospitality field outside of the Circle K world, huh?
Yeah.
What's your first couple months? I know it's pretty much a drink through the fire hose quickly, but looks like you guys got things dialed in.
Yeah, I have a great staff.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
I have them all. I think they drink from a fire hose faster than I do. We were changing real fast. I think the hardest thing was keeping it open, keeping everybody paid, and adding all the AV, all the TVs.
It looks
huge
awesome.
Sports
Beautiful.
Yes.
family, so sports is a huge part of our life, and we have to have it. Still do the nightlife at night. Have a great band this weekend, karaoke tonight while you're at the game, and we have Sunday ticket
tonight.
here. Yeah.
What time's karaoke start? Right
8
after.
o'clock.
You want me to do the devil went down to Georgia for everybody in here? I'm good at that.
Are you?
Kind of like the spoken word. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tone deaf, so I think you should.
What's the spoken word? It can't be that hard, right? I mean, come on. But no, seriously, I can do the devil went down to Georgia. We should mention this too. We did not do a pick for the Big Ten title game.
Ooh.
Maybe we should go around the table
should do a
here
round table
and do
on this
a
one.
pick for the Big Ten title game and see how we're feeling. Hey, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate that. Yep. Good to see you. All right, so where do you want to start? IU Ohio State.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, so I think I was getting ready to look to make sure, but so the spread opened up. Ohio State 5.5. Money's come in on the Hoosiers. Last I checked, they were a 4-point underdog. So Ohio State favored by 4. Let's get a little verification on this real quick. But I am going to take those Indiana Hoosiers. I think they're just on a fast track in what they've been doing, and I think it all comes down to Coach Cignetti, like we talked earlier, what he has done with not only the offensive output they've had, because this is going to be a defensive battle. Both these defenses are very tough and talented. But I think IU is going to actually get this one pulled out. It is 4 points. Give me the Indiana Hoosiers +4. I'm going to call for an outright W.
My man.
Hoosiers 28.
Well,
20.
And we know you're Mr. IU over there. Actually, I think we got a couple of minutes. You guys may battle it out for Mr. IU, you and Spencer Thompson right here. We'll start with Matt Goins, the AAA president right here. Mr. IU.
I'm going to go back to what Cignetti said after the last Ohio State game. I needed to go get some dogs, and I did.
You did go.
That's right.
Well, and that's part of the things we were talking about a little bit earlier with Chad Brown is how you learn from what happened in Columbus, and then you go out and try to put together a group.
I think we're fast. We're fast on defense. I'm not saying we're going to shut down their receiver. Is he Smith? I don't know his name.
Tate.
Pay no attention to the Ohio State Buckeyes. But I don't know that we'll get pressure on their quarterback, but I think we'll prove who the Heisman Trophy winner is after this game.
I think it comes down to that, right? You got the battle of the top two that are going after.
Who's going to handle the pressure?
That's it. Absolutely right.
And I think that we just have an absolute stud. I mean, it's just going to be a great game.
I mentioned this a little bit earlier too, Spencer, that we were talking to Chad Brown about all of the experience, and not necessarily with the IU football program, but just college football experience in general seems to really come into a really good time when you're in a game like that. And IU's got a ton of college football experience, to say the least, going into Saturday night against Ohio State.
It's just an exciting time to be an IU fan.
Yes,
and that's
really
what
is.
really is getting this area of fans, myself, excited. And I hope, this is off the point, but I hope it translates to basketball because, I think the football moves the needle for so much. And what Signetti's done in Bloomington, college football, to do it this quickly, last year might have been a fluke. This year it's wow. But I think this game for me is it real? And I think playing Ohio State, I wanted Ohio State this week just before it really matters to see if this team is for real. I think they are. The speed that they have on defense is incredible. Mendoza, he's been a little rocky in my opinion the last game or so, just a few, but he's such a good guy. He's so calm. We got talent at wide receiver. Our running game is incredible. I think I'm not looking at numbers spread or anything like that, but it's hard to bet against IU here for me, whether a fan or not. Maybe it's just I love them that much, but this is going to be a big win for IU to go into the playoffs and prove what they really can do.
I think the dome helps Mendoza. You could tell the cold weather impacted him in Purdue, the week before. But with the dome, it's going to be fast. It's going to be free. And I just think that our receivers are going to get open. And we have that three-headed rushing attack. And Ohio State's they're going to be put on their heels pretty quick.
We mentioned Kurt Signetti trying to match up exactly what Ohio State did to them a year ago in November in Columbus. And Ohio State still brings a level of physicality, certainly, on both sides of the football. One would be Caden Curry, who is a guy that kind of waited his turn over to Ohio State to start on that defensive line. The former Center Grove Trojan, who has had a big season as a senior this year in Columbus. That is a guy to watch out for. Now, I highlight him because he's from Center Grove. I also highlight him because he is a fantastic player. And it's moments like that for guys like that you think about could be a difference here or there if you're talking, I guess, fellas, about a one-score game, which obviously Hoosier fans, you hope you win by more, but at the very least, you want to make sure this thing is tight and competitive. And it's guys like that sometimes can make the difference in it.
Absolutely. I look at it like this. If the College Football Playoff Committee could listen to one thing, and it's whoever the loser is, they shouldn't get out of the top four. They should still receive the first-round bye. And I just don't know if that's going to be because it's made for TV a little bit.
Well, we talk about this all the time. I mean, this is going to prove they're going to have to come up with a different way to measure teams because this thing kind of screwed. It's going to screw somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, it really will screw somebody that maybe you wouldn't want to be screwed in this capacity. So there's going to have to be a different measure to be taken here in the future. It's just not right now. You can look at it this way. Ohio State's kind of been there and done that. I mean, they've worked all the way basically from a wild card to win it all a year ago. But, they have been there and done that with this. IU, this is all new. And you're going to have an interesting crowd. Ohio State travels well, but, man, IU is going to pack that place. There's a reason, Brent, why that ticket's such a high-level price.
There really is. I mean, and you look at, last week with Ohio State going in Michigan, that's the monkey off their back. That was kind of their big thing to go in and win in the Big House. I don't know that, it was 27-9. They really owned that game. And Brian Day, that was his kind of big thing that almost got him out last year, right? But they're a tough team, and how this couldn't set up better for football, not only for the Hoosiers,
right.
With two 12-0 teams going at it in the Big Ten Championship, to decide the Big Ten winner, to move on to see who that number 1 seed is. I mean, this is a pretty exciting time.
In Indy.
In Indy, your home, right?
Sports capital of the world,
It
by the way.
really is. It really,
better.
it's just, I got chills right now because it's going to be one of those weekends right now. So
Got
looking
IU
forward to it.
Louisville and
IU
basketball,
Louisville.
and then IU and Ohio State and football. Big Ten title game. Could not ask for more than that. Matt Goins, the AAA president, is here. Robin is the owner of the Garage. Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture's hanging out. Brent Halverson of Heaven Hill Distillery. The Garage downtown, 4th Street in Columbus. We would love to see you here. More to come, including Mike Chappell, top of the hour. The mobility of Daniel Jones, and if the offensive and defensive lines can learn anything from what they witnessed a week ago against Houston and that loss at home. It's coming up with Mike at the top of the hour. 93.5, 107.5, The Fan.
Buddy, Swanson, full steam ahead. Over there. I want to go over there. Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
Man, this has been a hell of a day. I love this. Are you really playing me some Al Stewart as a re-entry right here? James, back of the studio. Let's well done. Yacht Rock extraordinaire, Scottish Al Stewart. God, I love this song. Time passages. What are you guys eating over there, Brent? Brent Halverson of Avondale Distillery's eating something here at the garage in Columbus. Wow. Time
Holy
passages.
cow. Those are outstanding.
God, I love Al Stewart. You like the Year of the Cat or Time Passages more? Which
John,
one?
I can't even hear right now because the food right here is so awesome that Robin just brought out. The number one cheese curds to a Packer fan goes a long way. But the fried banana peppers, I've never had them.
No way.
They're outstanding.
Banana peppers?
Fried banana peppers. And that sauce. Robin, wow.
Robin.
Both are outstanding, but I've never had those.
That's
well,
great.
I love the South coming to us. I wish you'd bring some of that weather back, but
man, this is what the garage has to offer right here. Fried banana peppers.
Holy cow. That is outstanding.
Well done. I'll have to have one.
Are you able to try one of those?
I'm looking at it right now pretty hard. It looks pretty good.
I know you're wanting your cottage cheese and all, but I will tell you what, that is.
I love this place.
I've never had anything like that.
I've said this before, and then this is no BS here. I love Columbus. I do.
I do too.
I love little Kevin Johnson reference going on around here too. I love the fact that is the Dairy Queen down the way where Tony Stewart, where he got sponsored like to get started back then? Is that it too?
I would imagine
all the stories around. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right down the way. I love all the stories in and around Columbus. I just think it is a great Hoosier community.
It really is.
And really, it may not be like it once was in terms of what we remember, but a lot of it still is. And I've got a great deal of affinity for that.
I do too. And you know what's cool? Like this area right here that the garage is on, the 4th Street area, is just, and look at it, right? You got a street festival going on now, the Silent Night or Not So Silent Night Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Cool, right? Like that's just good small town vibes. And
small town vibes.
Hey, growing up in Seymour, we came up here a lot. And, we had a lot of Columbus people come to Seymour, John.
Did you really?
Every Friday and Saturday night.
Did you come up here to try to get their chicks, or did they come down there to try to get your chicks?
John, I was too busy studying, so I was really focused on getting my academics in line.
I always tried to go, like my nearest community was Bloomfield, and I always tried to go down there to get chicks, and I just got my ass whipped all the time.
Thank you, dear.
Elijah
Craig Old Fashioned coming out.
Want me. And look at this. Robin just brought me.
Look at that. His cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese
just made his
from
day.
Robin right here. Did make my day.
Wow.
Let me go ahead and show you guys the AAA membership lounge via YouTube Live right there is the cottage cheese from Robin. So, yeah, I didn't have much luck back in the day, but we got to come back here again. This is
absolutely
great.
This is awesome. You know what's cool? We were just talking to these gentlemen over here, just getting out, right? Like I was talking about our first year. We were in the studio for half the year, and like this sucks. I want to get out, right? Like, and now we're getting out, and we're getting to great places like Bloomington, Columbus. Hey, we might even find ourselves in Seymour maybe sometime soon. I don't know. We'll do a little work down there.
We can do that too. Listen, and I love going to places where they really enjoy it.
That's what it's all about.
This is one too.
And that's what, we talk all the time, John, right? Like we're fortunate because we are able to come out and have a lot of fun, have some great cocktails from Heaven Hill, and enjoy and be able to talk to a lot of people. And I'll tell you, man, you got a great fan base out there, my friend.
There's
and
great
what you've
people.
done over the years, they're great people that we're fortunate to have. So getting out here, we get a lot of new people that are able to come out, which is awesome.
And new places like the garage in Columbus today. Tomorrow on Mass Ave at Tiebreakers. That's new.
Oh, that is new.
And I believe what's the guy's name that owns the Whistle Stop?
Yes.
Is the owner of Tiebreakers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yep,
so we're going to be at Tiebreakers on Mass Ave with Bud Light Blue Friday tomorrow. Did you know that coming up, Steve Berg has said, I want you at the Blind Owl. And we're going to go to the Blind Owl on Bedford Boulevard.
Oh, that's awesome.
Too. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. So you're at Timeout or Tiebreakers tomorrow, right? Brand new place, and Rob, who owns the Whistle Stop, great guy.
Rob's a great guy.
He is. What he's done at the Whistle Stop with, we talk tavern tours that we do monthly. We did a tavern tour show there years ago. I'm anxious. I'd love to see, love to hopefully get a show at Tiebreakers in too.
We'll do that.
Again, being able to get out here and to in southern Indiana, Columbus, Indiana, Garage Pub and Grill, outstanding.
If you guys want us here, just let us know, and I'll reach out, and Brent and Nicole can do something about it, and we'll see if we can get the wheels in motion at some point and get something done. Brent and I return on the other side, too. I know Matt's going to be back as well. So will Spencer and Robin at the Garage downtown Columbus. Win Schuler's brings you the spreadability, the great snacking on a great Thursday night with football. A nice game, too. Cowboys and Lions. You're talking Win Schuler's snackability. You can find that at your favorite Meijer location in the state of Indiana. Mike Chappell, the latest on Daniel Jones, a new kicker, and a must-win in Jacksonville coming up on Sunday. That is next. The Garage in Columbus. We are live on this Thursday with 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Ride with JMV.
This will be the high point of my day. It's all downhill from here.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
That reference, by the way, is American Beauty. It's when you lose one down the shower drain.
You know what I think of when you say American Beauty, though? Grateful Dead album, one of the best Grateful Dead albums at all time.
I love this
American
one.
Beauty.
Bad Motor Finger James is playing. Woo! You listened to Bad Motor Finger down in Seymour back in the day?
You know, I did a little bit.
God, I love Soundgarden.
Just a dash.
The Garage, Brent Halverson, with Larceny Bourbon Locks and Luna Azul Tequila Shots. We're on 4th Street in Columbus today, aren't we?
We are, and it's outstanding to be down here. This is fun, right? Like getting out. I mean, we've been
I love
we've
this.
been fortunate. We were in Bloomington a couple weeks ago. We're always around the Indy area, but to get down here, the south side, if you will, down in Columbus, it's great. And again, I think we're going to try to work something in down a little further, 20 miles south of here in Seymour, maybe soon too. I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you, I may get out here if karaoke's happening. You may hear Devil Went Down to Georgia a little bit later on here.
I'm going to be hearing a little Old Crow Medicine show later.
I know. I don't have any place to be tonight.
So look at you. I might come back after the show and watch you sing.
So somebody told me yesterday, Mike Chappell is going to come up in just a second. So Mike, sit tight. But somebody actually sent me a message, 317-239-1070 on the text line, that Blake Grupe, the new kicker for the Colts, his uncle is an owner of the Bulldog.
That's right. And Dave Perdome just gave us a little shot here that mentions that as well. Isn't that pretty wild?
So was Dave his uncle?
No.
Who's the uncle of Grupe?
One of the other guys of the Bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that yesterday. I was trying to verify that, and I gave a shout out to Dave to see if that was true. But, we were kind of joking around about how nugget of a human being that Grupe is, 5'7" and 150. That's a nugget.
That is
a nugget of a fella right there.
With a strong leg, apparently,
Hopefully strong and accurate, which is necessary.
That is absolutely necessary. You're absolutely right.
So whoever brought that up to me yesterday, that is absolutely true. Brent and I are hanging with you on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline from CBS 4 and Fox 59. It is Mike Chappell. Hello, Mike.
How you doing?
So Blake Grupe has an uncle that owns the Bulldog in Broad Ripple. Did you know this?
I didn't know that. See, breaking news. No, I didn't
Breaking news. Hey, did they get to a point this week where, after that missed PAT, the third of the season, that something had to be done?
Yeah, they did. And we can argue. I know KB, Kevin Bowen's been on this, and he's been pounding that they needed to change. And I understand. And what I mentioned to the special teams coach, Brian Mason, is what you had to weigh is you wanted better than a guy that's missed 3 PATs, which the most in the league this year is 4. Harrison Bucker and somebody else, Eddie Pinheiro, maybe has missed 4. But Badgley was 10 for 11 on field goals, and the one miss was a 53-yarder. So you're really you're concerned with the reliability on PATs, which are 1 point, but you're getting 3 points. So it's a difficult, balance to kind of deal with. But it was clear they had lost trust. I'm not sure how much they trusted Badgley anyway. I think it was lukewarm. It wasn't the trust they had in Spencer Schrader at all. So they decided that they had to make a move. And the problem is when you start making kicking moves in December, you're just hoping. You're just hoping. I mean, guys that are out there are guys who have been cut by their teams. So Blake Grupe, I don't think he's missed a PAT this year. He's missed 8 field goals. He's like 18 for 24, or he was at 18 and 26 on field goals. So, if he hits all his PATs and he misses a couple of big field goals, what have you done? It's not ideal at all. I just hope this doesn't come back to bite him in the butt in a game that they have to win, and they need a 37-yard field goal, and a guy that's missed a couple 37-yard field goals doesn't come through for you.
Mike, is this a game on Sunday where we see a resurrection or a continued fade? I can view it both ways. It kind of seems like there's more of now a lean for this team fading out of the picture?
You know, I always go back to when my senior year at Ball State, I took debate, and the prof would give you an issue. You've got to argue this, whether you knew about it or believed it or whatever. If I had to stand up in front of the class and argue why the Colts will come out of this, whatever it is, a mini slump or whatever, I don't know what I would say. I don't know where my confidence would be that they're going to come out of this. The thing is, they're not playing awful. They're not just playing god-awful football. They're doing just enough to lose, which is the same thing, I guess, if you're not, I mean, it's just the extremes you're talking about. So I don't know. Of all the places that I would go to try to break out of a slump, it's either Jacksonville or Pittsburgh. And we saw what Pittsburgh did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope they come out of this. They've done too much up to this point. Up to the 8-2, 7-1. They did too much good this year to have it just go away. So I'm hoping they find a way. And it's got to be the offense. The offense has got to get itself back together to some degree. You know, the last 4 games, the contrast is incredible on the lack of efficiency on third down, and they're averaging about, 12 points fewer than the 7-1 start. So it's got to be on offense. It's got to be with Jonathan Taylor, and you're going against probably the best run defense in the league. And you've got to get more from Daniel Jones, who's going to play with a fractured fibula.
Yeah.
Probably the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59 on the Andy Moore Automotive Group hotline. The Garage, we're in Columbus, downtown, Large City Bourbon Locks, Luna Zil Tequila Shots. I took issue with, obviously, the offensive line play for their injured quarterback and the play calling for their injured quarterback. I've had an issue with it because it kind of seems like that Shane Steichen will call plays for the Daniel Jones we saw in September, not the cracked stick and the fibula that he's dealing with right now in December. What say you, Mike?
Well, the offensive line, and I correct myself, the pass protection has got to be better. And that starts with the offensive line where the edges have to be better, and the interior, Tanner Bortolini's had some bad plays the last couple of weeks, which he hadn't really had early. And you're facing a team that's got good edge pass rushers again. Most teams do. So, yeah, on play calling, I don't know. I against Houston, the first series, they go 3 and out. Well, Josh Downs dropped the third down pass. That's not a bad play call. It's bad execution. So I sort of hesitate to be too critical of Steichen because you got to call plays, and it's up to the players to execute, which means picking up a blitz, which means keeping Will Anderson from bull rushing you up the middle. Maybe you need to get quicker getting rid of the ball, which means getting more, Tyler Warren and Josh Downs. Josh Downs has not been as effective this year recently than he has been the first 2 years. So whenever things aren't going well, do something different. Well, what they don't need to do something different. They need to do something better. Because for the first 8 to 10 games, they were doing more than well enough. They were playing pretty doggone well. And now it's just like I think we've talked. It's like a whack-a-mole. You smack the groundhog or whatever it is, and then another one pops up, and then another one pops up, and another one pops up. So, yeah, we've talked about must-wins and all that, and you're high on that. This is damn close to a must-win, I think.
Absolutely.
I have great concerns of them making the playoffs if they lose on Sunday. I just do.
I think at 8-5 within the division and the way that they are right now, that you're looking at a dead man walking type of team if they lose on Sunday down there.
The problem is, and again, the analytics, you do these playoff simulators, and I don't want to say all. What they need to do is win 3 of their last 5 games. and it really doesn't matter too much which three they are. If you win your 3 division games, you win the division. I really think if they win any 3 of their last 5 games, they get in on a wild card at 11-6. I really think that happens. But you lose this one, and then you go to Seattle, and then you're home Monday night against Frisco, and then you've got Jacksonville at home, which is you'll probably win. And then do you really want to go to Houston with a win or in scenario? So that's why, this past Sunday was so huge, because you probably could have put the Texans away. That might have been their last really hope. But now there's so much on this, and against a team that I think they've had 8 different starting quarterbacks lose, the Colts, during this stretch, this 10-game stretch, which includes London. It's whatever reason they don't play well down there, they don't do enough, they don't make the play. That needs to change Sunday, or things could really, really spiral out of control, and I really hope that doesn't happen.
Hey, Mike, before I let you go, I don't really want to do this, but I'll ask because I have you here anyway, because people have brought this up in talking about if they do fade and what happens in the aftermath, and it's a rebuild of this and get a new quarterback. I mean, really, player-wise, they're kind of stuck where they are with this group. You can make, I think, changes front office, coaching if you want to, but player-wise, I mean, I don't know about this rebuild. I think you're kind of stuck with what you have for the time being, are you not?
Well, if you go to scorched earth, then you'd have to identify your core players, and I'm not sure who a new regime would consider your core players. I really don't. And I think most of these contracts, most of them, you can get out of. Sauce Gardner, probably not. Mooney Ward, probably not. Bynum, probably not right away. Everybody else, I mean, Pittman's got another year that I don't think's guaranteed. Jonathan Taylor, I'm not sure who you would consider untouchable if a new group came in here, and because if you're making those changes, it's not going to be. They're not going to tweak. You're not going to tweak the roster, and so that's why, selfishly, because I don't want to see this happen, and I don't want to have to report on it and chase it. I think changes would be massive, top to bottom. I don't know how. So you just can't replace 53 players. That's ridiculous. But starting at the top with Daniel Jones, if he's part of the reason you couldn't finish it, he's got the fractured fibula. I understand that. It's just so many different variables that will go into where this team goes. It's a whole program for you talking, and you, me, and Rick Venturi can get together and rap about it, but it won't be pleasant, and it won't be easy if that's what they end up doing.
Yeah, that won't be good. Won't be good at all. Mike Chappell of CBS 4 Fox 59. Catch his work, obviously, there. And then, coming up in what I think we all agree now with a must-win situation in Jacksonville on Sunday, without question, for the Colts. Mike, I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you.
Be well. Talk to you next week.
Have a great day. Mike Chappell of CBS 4 and Fox 59. Matt Goins is the AAA president. Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture's in the house right here. Is this the fam? To the right. Hey, go ahead and crank him up, would you, Dev, right here? Now, who do we have? The fam's walking out the door right here.
It's my wife, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Piper.
How you guys doing? We got a little hoop tonight, do we?
Yeah, we got a basketball game tonight. Columbus North.
Well done. The Bulldogs of Columbus North.
Yeah, that's right.
Where Kevin Johnson, KJ, was the star at Columbus North High School back in the day.
Back in the day.
Hell yeah, he was. So good. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for coming out. So, hey, have you had a good time?
Yeah, this is great. Again, thanks for coming to Columbus, doing this here. This is exciting. So,
it
nice
is
to meet you.
a fun time. You have to join us again. Now, Corey Hall is a listener to the show, Matt, and he said, ask the AAA Prez about family memberships here. So I thought felt compelled I should ask you about family memberships.
Yeah, well, I think right now we could do gift memberships for $50, and then some associates are free. So, I mean, we can do a family membership fairly inexpensive. AAA.com, best way to do it.
Corey Hall, AAA.com, and check that out. Double back with me and let me know what you find out right there.
Yeah,
because
message JMV if you can't get it done, Corey, and I'll make sure we get it taken care of.
I'll put it right to the press desk right there.
Right to the.
Do you have a desk?
I do have a desk. The desk owns me.
The desk owns you. Oh man! See, and you're from this general vicinity too.
I was born in Columbus. I actually came to this spot, the garage, the day it opened. So I was here with the first owners, the second owners, and then I think it went into some equity group, and then the new owner here. But she has done a fantastic job. This is an incredible spot. So
it's Robin over there is the owner of the garage here in Columbus. You like hearing stories like that?
I love hearing stories like that because
Yeah.
this is going to be, my forever home. So
Oh, yeah.
I want people to appreciate it.
I love it.
See, I mean, you're
Go
getting people not from here, and then you're getting people that have roots here too, which is extra special. I would
It's
imagine.
very special.
Yeah, I would imagine. Anything else sports-wise this weekend? I mean, I know you and Spencer are both IU.
Yeah,
guys
Spencer
right
and I
there.
negotiating some big green eggs at Thompson Furniture, some furniture. I think
Shout
it was
out to Mark Sion.
like the first
Mark
place I ever
Sion's
bought
going to have
furniture.
a big green egg arousal somewhere right now, but with hearing that,
I think I
so.
still sleep on the same mattress I bought there like 27 years ago. So
That's awesome. I'm gonna tell you what.
the Thompson Furniture, it stands up.
I went in there today.
Yeah, it's
I went in there
huge.
today for the first time. There's everything in there that a guy
Yeah.
needs. There's no doubt about that. I need to get like recliners, lean back, fall asleep.
You
in
don't
that
need a
son of
recliner.
right there.
No, you don't need a recliner.
I do. I would never go to bed. never go to bed. Hey, your hours, Spencer, by the way, over at Thompson Furniture.
Yeah, so
Make sure.
during the week, 10 to 6, 10 to 5 Saturday. We've always closed on Sunday, let everybody do their thing. But yeah, Monday through Friday and Saturday we're around.
So, 1927.
27.
That's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, no, it's
That's like the 27 Yankees back then. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, 1927, like the 27 Yankees.
99th
Ruth
year
and
right
Derek.
now, right? They're coming up on.
Yeah, that's right.
Now,
100th
are
anniversary.
you throwing a big party for this?
I think we have to.
There's no question.
there's
I think we should be involved. I can be involved. Hammer and Nigel can be involved as well. Friends of the show right there.
We'll
Maybe
get
AAA needs to be involved. Yeah, we'll bring
can
some
be
trucks.
involved.
Little Heaven Hill. We can add some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little fun.
Look at this.
Robin,
We just found the party.
Yeah.
The food. Oh my Lord, John, you haven't even seen this yet.
Oh no,
No,
the food is
I had the cottage
amazing.
cheese was the best cottage cheese I've ever had in my life right there.
I just had. We call that pork on pork.
Well, it's my hog wings.
Oh,
The hog wings.
It's a hog wings.
She didn't offer those
and it's
to me.
pork on pork.
Holy
And it's
cow.
Did you-
homemade maple bacon with candied bacon pieces.
Did you have the fried green onions?
Oh, yes.
The banana peppers.
Banana peppers.
Holy cow.
Amazing.
Never had them before like
Yeah.
that.
I've never had them. I didn't even know what they were called.
What they're called?
Wow.
Gasket rings.
Gasket rings.
Ooh. That's Indy 500.
No, that's Cummins.
So
And then
Cummins.
Yeah, they're making
the hog
engines and
wings.
gaskets.
that's a hog wing, and that is a duck wing.
a duck wing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see this anywhere. That's outstanding.
Is that really duck?
I
Yeah.
think.
What?
We get it locally sourced here from
you really?
Maple Leaf, Indiana. Mhm.
That's awesome,
You should
Robin.
try it. It's
That
like-
looks
it's in
amazing.
jar
Try it.
bread.
Oh, I'm all over
I
that.
promise you this.
some
Somebody
apples,
leaves
too.
me some duck, and I'll try the duck.
There's your
Right
duck.
there.
Oh yeah.
That's outstanding right there. All right, you guys, you want to hang tight with me for a little while longer? Why don't
Let's
you this
do
guy
it.
push it? Now, your guy, Kevin Todd's going to join us on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and go to the bathroom when you and your buddy talk. Is that okay? Kevin Todd. You and Kevin Todd are tight. Every time Kevin Todd comes on, he buys like everybody drinks.
Well, it's been a nice little thing that
That's
Kevin's
been a nice little thing. Yes.
Be interested to see what he has going on tonight. It's always some kind of special, isn't it?
We have not discussed very much, too, and I got a couple of IU fans here. Disappointment last night with IU basketball on the road, guys.
Yeah, we're just trying to find
Matt
ourselves
and
right now.
Spencer. I would say that, too. I know everybody kind of jumps overboard on it, but it was an offensive slog last night for guys that consistently – you're going to see nights like that if they're not better.
You have great mid-major players that just realized what the Big Ten is all about. It's physical,
Yeah,
it's big, and it's they think they've got the blueprint when you go out and you can double team Tucker and you can't move very well. But This team's going to figure it out. They're going to win.
I agree.
It takes something like this, too, to kind of get them going. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we just got beat, you know. And it's tough to go into somebody else's home, right? Like, I mean, that home court's big.
It's the Big Ten. I don't
is
care
the Big
what you
Ten,
hear
absolutely.
or what you see. It's the Big Ten.
When I brought up IU, too, about having all these experienced college football players, not within the program, but experienced in general, I mean, you think the same thing about Purdue, all the experience they have. I mean that comes with a great deal. I mean, talent one, but a great deal of value, too.
I love Matt Painter. I love the program that he has. I love his philosophy. And I tell you what, to live in Indiana right now and to have the number one college basketball team in the country, the number 2 football team in the country, the Colts, the Pacers, the Fever, my God, I love where I live.
And we got the gap year on the Pacers.
Yeah.
Last year, though, what that does is magnify, I think, exactly when I talked about the Colts, why you have to go in the now, because you're not promised a damn thing.
JMV, you said it's a gap year for the Pacers, but I
is.
watch them play, and my God, they play hard.
Did you watch them last night?
Yeah,
they played hard, but they got beat by 50.
But they play hard. They care. They're not giving up.
They're not giving
They're
up.
not giving up.
Well, I mean, that is what everybody likes to reference as their culture.
Yeah.
That is their culture.
I will let the Pacers know they've never lost when I've been in the building.
Have they not?
No, I was there last Friday. They got their victory, so yeah.
I went last night, and it was not good. And by the way, John Dissauer's over there. Do you know he is a staff meteorologist, formerly of Fox 59 and RTV6? Do you know John is from Columbus?
Is it?
The weather guy. He's a weather guy in Indy right there.
I mean, that's a 50-50
John
job
Dissauer
right there.
It is, man. You just flip a coin and see what the hell happens right there. John's going to join us. He's going to tell us a little bit more about the city of Columbus. Give it some love. Spencer, you hanging still, or you got to bail?
I got a little time.
Spencer Thompson French is going to hang. AAA Prez. Matt Goins is here. Brent Halverson of Heaven Hill Distillery as well. Brent.
And we've got Robin who's going to talk us through some of these. John, during break, you've got to try these.
I'll get on the duck. I'm going to get on the duck over there right here on the other side. Hey, guys.
It is all it's quacked up to be.
And Brent's brother from another mother, Kevin Todd's going to join us coming up on the other side. Hey, don't go anywhere. 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.
He's under 5 feet tall.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
I'm John, the garage at Columbus, everybody. Bartholomew County. Hello. Robin's the owner of the garage. She is awesome. She'll rejoin in a second. Brett Halverson, Heavendale Distillery's here.
Hey, shout out to James for some great tunes today. We got a little Grateful Dead, Althea. We got a little Led Zeppelin right here. I mean, this is right up my alley. Going to go see the little Old Crow Medicine Show with our friend Kristen Webb tonight. Looking forward to it.
Oh, Christian
Love
Webb.
being down here.
Matt Goins, the president of AAA. Hello, Prez.
Hello, hello.
The president of, Thompson Furniture. Are you the Prez? Or are we call the owner?
Yeah.
You're just the owner?
Janitor, do it all. Multiple hats, right?
Better for me.
Spencer. Spencer is here. Hey, a local weather dude, John Dissauer, is from Columbus. I had no idea of this, but he is from Columbus. Now, where are you working right now?
I'm actually helping a friend who's got an insurance company in town. So
are you? You're not.
Yeah, she about a year.
You're
and a half
helping
ago,
this friend with the weather or insurance?
No, helping with insurance. She was needing somebody, but I'm still doing some weather online and social media and such like that.
Well, you're not missing much.
No, it's cold.
You're not missing much.
It's cold.
Well, you're not missing much.
It's winter.
I'm just going to say you're not missing much on local TV in Indianapolis. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I won't say a whole lot about that.
No, well, I can too. I like making fun of it all the time when I can, but no, you're not missing a whole lot. So, what? Hey, James. By the way, is Kevin ready?
Yes, he is.
All right, hold on, John. Hold on. Kevin Todd is here because we got to talk about a very special game that he's got for us later on tonight. Kevin, me, JMV, and Brett Halverson with you on this Thursday. Kevin, welcome back.
JMV, how was your Thanksgiving, by the way?
Oh, buddy, let me tell you all about it. I did jack squat, and that's a great Thanksgiving for me. How about you, brother?
Well, I went to my sister-in-law's house, and we got there at 3. We ended up leaving at 10. It was way too late. But let me just tell you, I enjoy coming on your radio show, and I feel like we've been best friends. We've only known each other for a short period of time.
Well, here's the thing. One of these days, you've got to get here to Central Indiana and join us because I noticed you and Brent Halverson, you've taken on a bond, a friendship right here, and I dig it. You got to join us.
Yes, you know why? Because
sometime.
I'm getting them drunk every Thursday.
Yes, Kevin, man, you take care of us.
Just so you
friend. I
know,
love
after
it.
the show, I'm going to be sending another Venmo over, and you guys got to do me a favor. You have to do a green tea shot. Will you do that for me?
Ooh, green tea
shot?
Yes.
I'll do any shot, yeah.
Have you had one?
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no, what does that entail? I don't know what that
I think
is.
there's Jameson in it.
Oh, well.
We'll substitute a little larceny.
We can substitute a little larceny,
Yeah.
which is the product of Brent Halverson right there. Is that okay, Kev?
No problem. Anything, but I'm going to be sending him a Venmo as long as you do a shot on me. And let me tell you, you're talking about tonight's game. Listen, tonight's game has huge implications. Who would have ever thought that we're talking about Dallas making the playoffs and Detroit not making the playoffs when they were picked to win their division? And this game tonight, you need to have some good information on this game if you want to make a wager. And let me tell you something, folks. I have the best information out there. I've reached to my sportsbook manager friends. I've reached to my professional gambler friends. And I'm telling you right now, I am not losing this game tonight. In fact, I guarantee that I'm going to win. Because if I don't, I will give you the entire month of December on me. That includes all the bowl games. But, folks, that's not going to happen. I love this matchup, Dallas at Detroit. All you have to do right now, because I'm going to give you the information for free, I'm going to put money in your pocket first. I'm going to show you how to treat it like a business. You give me a call right now at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. You get tonight's information absolutely free. Dallas at Detroit. And the best thing about it, if you were with me since week 1 and you're a $500 better, folks, you're up over $15,000. If you've been with me and you're $1,000 better, you're up over $30,000. Because what I do is I build your bankroll. And it's not too late. We got the holidays coming up, and tonight's matchup has got to be one of the best matchups of Thursday night. I would not be surprised if this is the most watched football game of the entire season. That's how huge it is. And why not have a wager on it? Why not be on the winning side? You give me a call right now at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. You go to my website, thesportsbrokers.com, and you can opt in, and a broker will call you back.
Kevin, speaking of the most watched games in history, really, if you look back at the Thanksgiving games we had, right, and Detroit being one of them against my Packers, and my Packers actually pulled that out. All those dogs it covered, all 3 dogs on Thanksgiving Thursday, and then Black Friday game with the Bears covering. I mean, it's wild. It's a wild, wild west out there right now, my friend. So, yeah, you got to have the information.
And the public has been getting smashed. So let me just tell you something right now. If you would have bet every single dog to win the game outright, that would have been Green Bay, Dallas, the Bears, and Cincinnati. If you would have bet every one of those 4 games on the money line to win outright, a $100 parlay would have got you over $6,000. You believe that?
So, Kevin, yes, I do believe that, because you know what I did? I'm still kicking myself a little bit, but I was happy with my win. I took all 3 dogs. I put a $50 money line out on all 3 dogs on Thursday, the Thanksgiving Day games, and that paid me $1,600. I had the Bears in there too, but I backed it out because I wanted that Thursday action, and I still hit. But it would have been, you're right, it would have been about $3,000 W, man. It was a great way to start the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah, we were all over Dallas on Thursday. That was the only game that I actually like. I passed on all the other games because of the situation, because I really didn't have any information. But I'm telling you, folks, this matchup tonight, whoever loses this game is probably going to be looking on the outside looking in. And I'm telling you, you want to make money, you give me a call right now at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. I will tell you how to treat it like a business. When I give out a selection, gentlemen, it's quality over quantity. You get anywhere between 4 to 6 to maybe 7 games in a week. That's it. Anything more than that, folks, is gambling. You don't need me. You just want to go out and bet the $25, $50 parlays. It's crazy. This is the way to treat it like a business. I'm looking for serious players that want to make money. I know the holiday season's coming up. You give me a call right now at 888-320-7517. I'm going to give out a free play to your listeners like I do each week, and this is in your neck of the woods. And it's the Colts. They're traveling to Jacksonville. Now, when you look at this game, I know the Colts have not been playing well. Last week was the first time, guys, that they haven't scored over 20 points. They're playing Jacksonville, and I really don't think Jacksonville is that good of a team. I think they're pretty much smoke and mirrors because, look, their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, he's ranked number 32 in the league in pass efficiency. It's only 81.6. And when you look at Daniel Jones having a great year, he's ranked 9th with a 101.3. I think they have the better defense. I think they have the better run game. If they come to play, and I don't know about the injury, how significant it is to Daniel Jones, because last week he stood in the pocket and took a lot of sacks, but Houston was one of those teams that they sack everybody. They got the recipe to win it all because they can beat you with their front 4. But what I like the most about this is that Jacksonville is 2-13 against the spread when coming off a road division game where they win and they cover. And also, secondly, Indianapolis Colts, they're 8-2 against the spread when they come off a home loss as a favorite. But what's most important, gentlemen, is that Trevor Lawrence, he's 1-5 against the spread against teams that have over a 600 win percentage. I think and I believe the Colts go on the road and they get the job done and get a win, which is much needed to get back in the win column, because when they win this game, they will be back in first place and back in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, it's Kevin Todd right there. One more time with your free game number and how people can get your stuff, Kev.
Guys, give me a call right now at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. You get tonight's game on me absolutely free. I'm putting money in your pocket first, folks. You have nothing to lose. I'm going to help you. And if I lose this game, I give you the entire month of December absolutely free. That's all the bowl games. That's Championship Saturday, Championship Friday. But it's not going to happen because I'm going to win. And gentlemen, like I said, green tea on me. I'll be sending him another Venmo.
Yeah. Love it, Kev.
Kevin, man, we love having you on every Thursday. Thank you, brother.
And listen, we only have 2 more Thursdays, so we got to, get it going. I got to get you guys destroyed in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I love it, my friend.
That's a task, but we're going to try it right now, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, you'll get that Venmo right now.
Hey, thanks, my friend.
Kevin
Appreciate
Todd is right there, man. You and Kevin Todd get along just like this.
Oh,
you guys are brothers.
Yeah, we're like old school buddies.
I love
you know
that,
what I mean?
man.
Yeah.
You're going to green
Kevin
tea. You're going to
Todd.
substitute a little larceny for the green
substitute.
tea. So we're going to spread it across the table.
We're going to sprinkle the infield.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So Brent Holverson is here. Look over there. That's Spencer Thompson of Thompson Furniture. You got a basketball game to get to, don't you?
I do.
Hey, get everybody. I know you're not open on Sunday, but get everybody your hours and how if you need a new a recliner.
Anything. ThompsonFurniture.net.
Yes, that's it. You got like double recliners right there. I like the double, like the two recliner right there.
We got a little bit of everything. But we deliver to all of Indy for free. You know, that's something you don't see a lot. So you come to us, we'll come to you.
Hey, man, why don't you join us again sometime soon? It was awesome to have you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Great to meet your wife as well. Go out and get a win. Are we watching the Bulldogs tonight? Or
Bulldogs against Shelbyville.
Shelbyville.
Yeah.
They haven't had anything since Julius Denton over there, have they? I don't think back in the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good to see you, brother.
You too, man.
Stay in touch. And thanks, by the way, too, for the Heisman Mendoza.
Yeah, I think
Yetis.
he's the Heisman this year for sure.
Well, I mean, I think that's going to come down to it coming up on Saturday night.
It's a big game in a lot of ways.
You got that. We'll look for you on Saturday, too, as well.
Let's do it.
That's Spencer Thompson right there. Thompson Furniture, he is in Columbus. It's Matt Goins is the AAA president, is with us as well.
Yes, sir.
And then look at John Dissauer over there, who's a former meteorologist. Where'd you work, 59?
59. Well, I was mainly on 4. 59 as well.
CBS 4.
And then also RTV 6. And I wouldn't say I'm a former meteorologist. I still dabble in weather.
So RTV 6, are they moving over to Wish? Is that what's happening right there?
So they've
their
been
toilets
bought.
don't even flush most of the time over there.
They've been purchased. I will say it was very interesting walking through the basement of that building. And,
yeah, I guess. Well, you know, a good friend of
some of the old stuff in there.
I will get a good friend of this show, Gina Glaros, is an anchor at Wish, but she's having a good time.
No, I was talking about the basement of 6.
Oh, RTV 6? Is there some weirdness going on down there?
I'm sorry?
Is there some weirdness in that basement?
It's just very old. You can find 1970 reels down there.
And, the ghost of Howard Caldwell is probably down in there somewhere.
And probably
too,
some
right?
mice down there as well, the size of small cats.
All right, so you said you knew some people from Columbus.
Oh, yeah, and I'm from Columbus.
You are?
So, you know, you always talk about Yacht Rock Review.
Yes.
Nick Nestrojani, the lead singer, and the second singer, Pete Olson.
I knew that.
Are both
Yes.
from Columbus.
They both went to IU too, right?
They went to both IU. They're both Columbus East grads from the mid-'90s, late 90s.
Now, which ones... People may not know their names, but you know the lead singer is the one that has the...
Nick's singing falsetto a lot.
Gotcha.
And I mean, they're all wearing the sunglasses.
Right,
if you've been to shows. But yeah, the main guy who's up front singing most of the songs, that's Nick. Peter's the second guy. And I was going to tell you also, a guy from your neck of the woods, or living now, Eric Moore. A lot of people don't know, Eric Moore's first coaching job as a head coach was right here in Columbus. He coached my 7th grade Central Terriers football team.
He coached Eric Moore, who is a friend of this show and ours, and just a great human being. He coached
at Central Middle School.
Really?
He was a 7th grade coach for 1 year, and I was on that team with him, and which is the reason I know that.
They probably should have kept his ass around here. So because of what he built.
Many of us tried to keep him around, and he was assistant over at Columbus East for a while also. But yeah, no, his first head coaching was right
here. He is a tremendous high school football
guy.
Coach and a great guy,
to
say the least. Hey, how can people see your weather reports and stuff?
You know, you can still find me on dissauer.com. You can find me on Twitter. John, I still use Twitter. I refuse to call it the other thing.
Well, I understand.
So at John Dissauer, and then also Facebook. You can find me at John Dissauer Weather.
John, man, it's great to see you out here. Thanks for coming out.
Nice seeing you.
John Dissauer right there. You know him very well, again, formerly of RTV6 and Fox 59. You guys going to hang tight before we go? You all right?
JMV, I was just thinking, I've been on a few of these with you. I've never eaten as well as I have today.
I mean, I've watched you guys. I haven't
in a
had
food coma.
Duck in a while. I had a duck wing right there.
I'm not a fan of duck. It usually tastes a little gamey. That
not at all.
Different.
The flavor is outstanding. It's still with me, too.
I will drive an hour for that food all day long.
Absolutely right. I'm with you, man. And again, those the banana pepper rings.
Oh, they're
well, get Robin back over here for the final segment here.
Yep,
we can do that. And Brent's going to hang. Matt's going to hang. Man, we had a great day. Columbus, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of this. I absolutely love it. I love Bartholomew County. So I did one of my first DJ gigs. This goes back to 93.
Okay.
For the Dance Machine DJ people out of Bloomington was at, there was a bar that was over on the 46. It played only like 60s and 70s music. Do you remember what that was called?
If you give me a minute, it is no longer there.
It's not Bebop's. That was in Terre Haute, but it was something like that. But no, it's long since been gone. And I played this seriously. The only song I knew from that era was a long. What's the Hollies? Long cool woman in the black dress. I played that like 90 times. That's the only thing I knew back then. The Hollies.
There was a place at the hotel, and then
yes,
okay,
that's exactly where it was.
All right,
over there.
okay,
exactly.
yeah.
So I DJ'd over there one time, and that was the genre of music, and that was the only song I knew. Thus, that was really the only song that I played.
That was the spot.
It was. All right, guys, come back. Final time next. We'll do that. Robin's going to rejoin as well. Thank you all for joining us. Large City Bourbon Locks, Luna Azul Tequila Shots, the Garage in Columbus. Again, a first-timer tomorrow on Mass Ave. I'll tell you where on a Bud Light Blue Friday. And the Blind Owl is also a first-timer. We're going to be hitting that place up coming up as well. I'll tell you all about that and then some to close out. On the other side, 93.5, 107.5, The Fan.
Way to go through life, son.
93.5 and 107.5. The Fan.
All right, the spreadability of Win Schuler's. You can find that at your favorite Meyer location throughout the state of Indiana. We're talking original sharp cheddar bacon and cheddar jalapeno pepper. Win Schuler's spreadability, elite level snacking for Thursday night football later on tonight. And Neiman's Harvest Market in Carmel also has that. All right, I just got this note passed along to me from a very nice gentleman here at the garage in Columbus. Can you just say hello to Brock and Whitney from Matt at some point? Brock and Whitney. And look at me here. I got to have a magnifying glass and a light because I'm blind.
Still to get you some glasses.
Brock and Whitney from
Let him
Matt.
use your readers.
I only heard about your local show from them. Thanks, John. Thank you very much. So Brock and Whitney.
Got it all there?
See, I need those right there, man. I need that and a light and everything else right here. So, see, I'm afraid to put these things on because I'm afraid it's going to make my eyesight worse.
It's going to make it better, I'll tell you that.
But, yeah,
it's hard
this actually is better right here.
It should be.
I think I can see Greensburg right now through these things.
There's smog in between that, though, man.
How do I look in glasses? AAA Membership Lounge via YouTube Live.
You look good.
Do I look okay in glasses?
Yeah, turn the flashlight off.
Well,
you don't need that any longer with glasses.
Brock and Whitney.
Brock and Whitney.
That's who we're talking about right there. Brock and Whitney, thank you very much.
That's awesome.
So these things are going to Barney Google me up
good.
right here.
Just don't look into the sun.
Yeah. It's like a magnifying glass.
I do see better.
Retinas.
Are these readers or are they real?
Those are readers.
Okay. Where'd you get these? Like CVS or Walgreens?
My eye doctor.
You went to the real deal.
Yeah,
I'm just pulling mine off the
I'm
rack.
cheaper. I go to Amazon.
Well, you can
They're like $3 a pair.
CVS are like $8, yes. But these are
You
the
can
real
ask my
deals.
wife.
Yeah.
I got pairs everywhere.
You have to.
So,
have
you
to.
got anything going on this weekend?
We do actually tonight. Lisa, my lovely wife, who just joined here, we're going to the Old Crow Medicine Show. We're going to go see Mr. Kristen Webb.
Yes,
over there. It was joined us today, which was awesome that he was here.
Lisa's so lovely. Look, she can rock a hat like
she
crazy.
can. Look at that Mystic Waters hat on too.
Look at her rocking a hat over there.
And then tomorrow night we're actually going to Louisville, Kentucky, to see Billy Strings at the Young Center.
William Strings.
Yeah, Mr. William Strings.
William Strings is coming to Fisher's Event Center, too, right?
I believe that is April 24th and 25th.
Somebody better set us up with tickets to give away for Billy Strings.
We definitely need to get some of that going on because that's going to be a big show. 7,500 people. I mean, he plays some small venues, but he, last year played at Gamebridge. We're going to see him at the Yum Center, which is about 15,000. So this year's event center, 7,500 people. It's a little bit more intimate.
It is,
and I'm excited to see a show there.
Spot, by the way, there. Have you seen a
show
inside that place
yet? I have not seen a show there yet. No.
Matt Sleater would be happy about it. Let me tell you that.
He's a big fan, and Indy Ignites there. I mean, they've got all kinds of great things going on. So we're excited about that. It's going to kick off a great kind of in that springtime, right? So we'll have some fun things going on at Mystic Waters Campground for those coming into camp and have some fun for the Billy String shows in April.
President Goins, AAA, what do we got going on? Great deals right now?
Great deals. The gift membership for $50 is the best time of the year to buy a membership for someone that you know, like, and love. Even if you don't like them, you just want to see them on the side of the road.
Well, I talk about the great deals you also get with entertainment values around here,
when you talk about entertainment venues, the Brown County Music Center, I was talking to him. We need to create a partnership there so we can give our members
I love how I
the value.
That's what it's all about.
Here, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Thompson Furniture. We're going to give away some free furniture one of these days. I know it. It's coming.
Matt, I'll tell you this, and I've told you before, like one of our things, and we've got, a 17-year-old, soon to be 18-year-old driver.
Yeah.
One of the best things we have is that AAA membership. And last year used it it just helped us out, right? She had a flat tire. Boom, you guys are there within 20, 30 minutes.
Coincidentally, I showed up, and you're like, AAA was just with my daughter this morning. So we get a lot of those. And right now, it's the battery. The cranking power of these batteries can't handle the cold weather. It's extremely cold. And we come out, we have the best price, 3-year warranty on all of our batteries. I mean, it's an incredible deal. So.
And tonight's supposed to get down in the teens, too, so you're going to have probably a couple more calls coming up this
I keep saying I live in Indiana, and next week it should be 70, and it's just not coming true.
It's not happening yet, man.
We're seeing, 1,200, 1,300 phone calls a day right
that's
now.
Incredible.
Just stranded on the side of the road. So
AAA.com.
AAA.com.
AAA office. Yeah. And you can go straight to the president's desk right here.
The one thing that I want to say that we don't do a good job of is our app. If you could download our app, you can hit the tow truck request right there, and it just comes right to you. It's like Uber for towing.
We got to start talking about that more.
We need people to download that app. Yeah, but we're excited. We have a new year coming. The partnerships are staying the same. You get 6 free tickets to the Wednesday night at the Indians games, the Fast Pass at Ruoff, the Zoo, the Symphony Orchestra.
JMV show.
JMV. We do everything. So
man, you guys are great.
We try to take care of our members.
We need that, too. Hey, you guys have been great. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
AAA.com today. Brent, where are we next week?
Next week, we're at the legendary Mousetrap. The Mousetrap in Broad Ripple.
Man.
We're going to have Mike Cordo and Troy Krolsch join us, and we've had a lot of fun there over the years, and I'm looking forward to getting back to the Mousetrap. We'll have some great picks going on, of course, but some of the greatest, we had some great food here today at the Garage Pub.
We love Robin, by the way. Hey, Robin, we love you. Can we come back?
We're fans.
Can we come back, Robin? We want to come back. Can we come back?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. The Garage in Columbus has been outstanding. There's the engineer, James, back at the studio. Ethan and Kevin doing promos. We're at Tiebreakers coming up tomorrow. Tiebreakers on Mass Ave. That's all new. Bud Light Blue Friday. Blind Al, I believe, coming up next week. I'll explain that coming up tomorrow at Tiebreakers. I shall see you there. The Bear, Chris Felica of Fox on the show coming up tomorrow as well. Guys, thank you very much. 93.5, 107.5 The Fan.